Yo ho ho, Dolphins Mafia, what's up, baby? Where all them people said stop lying to them people, TD? Where all the people who said stop lying to them people, TD? Where y'all at? Y'all make sure y'all present tonight, especially y'all Patreon members. You make sure you show up at the end of this stream, baby. We lit over here. Dolphins about to take care of business this week. We Super Bowl bound. And I know every single one of y'all scared. You can tell I'm delusional all you want. We coming for war. You say we weren't going to beat the Jets. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about them trash Patriots. And we're going to get on them Bills and why they going to bow down to their real daddies. Skylar Thompson, baby. Let's go!
Jesus.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Wow.
He's feeling himself.
I love the intro right because there's so many sound bites I could use of that intro for next week.
Use what you want. You in the basement. Damn, basement dwellers are not allowed to talk to us. Basement dwellers are not, because last week he tried to give me the business. I sat here humbled and shut my mouth because he came hard at me and everything he said was wrong. You in the basement, Tyson. You in the basement. You and your trash team. And Richie, when we get to our game recap, I'm going in on you.
I'm going on you too.
You ain't nothing to go in on.
That game proved nothing to me.
I don't want to hear you go in on sitting at home and watching us beat Buffalo on Sunday. How about that?
We were eliminated already, so why make it seem like that game means anything to me? We were eliminated already, bro.
And Parks, you better be here. Parks, I want to see you front and center.
Some strong words from a man that roots for a team that secured the Make-A-Wish Foundation seed in the playoffs.
Oh, you a hater.
Oh, man, I am looking forward to the game preview today, ladies and gentlemen. Richie, what's going on with you, brother? How's the good life?
You know, life has been great. Life's been awesome, man. The off season has kicked off definitely way too prematurely than I'd like. If you guys are not aware, obviously some breaking news happened for the New York Jets just an hour ago. If you're not aware, the New York Jets have officially parted ways with their offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur, so that is a big deal in the New York Jets world. We will be looking for a new offensive coordinator starting tomorrow. So if you guys want to, hop on the channel tomorrow, I'll be live really breaking down who we're going to be bringing in. But other than that, man, outside of YouTube, outside of my life in the football world, Dan, thanks for asking. Life is fantastic.
That's good.
It's never been better.
That's great.
Skylar got their offensive coordinator fired.
Right. Skylar trash.
They better than your quarterback.
Yeah, Joe Flacco. Oh, nice.
Tyson, how you feeling, Tyson?
I'm feeling amazing. I really am. I'm actually really happy that the Patriots didn't make the playoffs because it forces this organization to make a couple of changes. Belichick is back, which I'm happy about. He's non-committal to Mac Jones. He's not happy with him, so we're going to get a new quarterback. We got a lot of money in cap spaces off season, and I get to watch TD watch his team for the first time on his channel in a playoff game, and I get to record you and just dice you up and see and listen to your delusion for an entire week before the eventual downfall. Because last season, I remember when the Patriots got their absolutely doors blown out by their backs blown out by their Bills. All I heard from Dolphins fans was, "You just survived one more week for what?" So I get to deal with that this week. So I'm actually happy.
We ain't got to worry about it. That's not going to be us, bro. We're not y'all. We're not trash like y'all. So at the end of the day, we good. Mm-hmm. Dan Mitchell, how you feeling? Well, before you answer, Dan, it's okay to be nervous, bro. It's okay. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Denial is denial is addition.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you how confident I am going into Sunday, where I am willing to bring the worst bet of my life back on the table. I escaped it. I'm bringing it back because I'm that confident that we are about to blow you fools out of the water on Sunday. That if you guys win, I will again get the Dolphins tattoo on my ass cheek. Once again, man, I escaped fate.
Man,
but right now, dude, listen, man. I'm not about to go to the extent, like at first I was super cocky and I was just like, I will get it on my ass cheek if they score more than 10 points, but I'm not going to go that far. Because it is a divisional game. It is a divisional game. I will say that I think the spread when the whole with the Tua thing was up in the air was a bit disrespectful, but now it makes a bit more sense now that there's a rookie quarterback going out there. And even one of my friends, who is a Dolphins fan, watches your channel as well, he told me verbatim that Skylar Thompson reads the defense like a toddler attempting to read at a third grade level. So I'm very excited.
Is your friend a toddler? Is your friend a toddler?
Oh, yeah. Listen, I am very, very excited about this game coming up, but there's a lot more for us to unpack. And I think a lot of it has to do with how we're feeling our team is doing. Stock up, stock down. It's a great transition, wouldn't you say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Mojo is today's sponsor for the stock up, stock down situation. I believe we're only discussing Bills and Dolphins. Is that right, Richie?
Well, first, I do want to say shout out to all the super chats. We're going to get into the super chats just after this Mojo. But then we're not going to talk about you guys, okay? Because my New York Jets are trending up on the Mojo market, baby. Because Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall are trending up. Because the future's still bright, Jets Nation. Don't let it get twisted. We missed the damn playoffs. We lost 6 straight. Doom and gloom. We're still coming for you, okay? Because we got superstars. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Garrett Wilson. Breece Hall would have won it if he didn't get hurt. They're trending up, baby. Invest in them now. And if you listen to me all season long, this is the highest that they've been. If you heard me every week, buy Garrett Wilson. Buy Garrett Wilson. Well, if you listen to your boy Richie, you'd be up a lot of freaking money right now. But all you guys sitting back, oh, Richie doesn't know what he's talking about. $16.77 for Garrett Wilson, up 11%. Woo! He absolutely torched that bum, Xavier Howard, all game long. He lost the game, but he made that guy look trash, baby. All right, that's it from the Jets report. Let's get into the Dolphins because they suck.
We got the two goats. We got the two goats on the screen, baby. Skylar Thompson is about to skyrocket from $3 to $300 in one game, baby. If you are smart, put your money on Skynet, baby. He is about to soar to the moon. This kid right here, everybody want to go on the Jets game, and I'm going to talk about that when we talk about the Jets game. But listen, trust me when I tell you, everybody do not be fooled by the media talking about this kid, third rounder, can't move the offense. The Bills in their trash secondary, the way that they play that weak zone, Skylar Thompson is about to eat them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and y'all are going to witness it, and the whole world is going to be shocked. And I'm the only one that's not, because this kid is talented. He's the best quarterback we got on the roster, and y'all about to find out the hard way. Then you go over to Mike Gesicki. Finally, Mike Gesicki, people thought he retired. And all of a sudden, Skylar gets in the game, and he gets 5 targets, 4 catches for big yards, and he shows up because our previous quarterback is stuck on Tyreek and Waddle, but not Skylar Thompson. He spread the ball out. 4 receivers had 5 targets, spreading the ball out evenly. You know why? Because he's actually reading and going through progressions. He not just one read eyeing somebody. He's actually surveying the field and going through. So, with that being said, I would take Mike Gesicki's stock. You see, that's why it rolls. It's been going down, man. It's been going down. And that's why it jumped up. If I were you, I would get all on Mike Gesicki because his stock is about to skyrocket. And that's going to be our X Factor versus the Bills. And y'all going to see it. Stock up, baby. Let's go.
I think we should put a disclaimer too. Ladies and gentlemen, if you end up losing money
don't
based on what TD... Yeah, don't bet any significant. Yeah, because TD is not an expert. He is. Oh my He is merely a delusional fanatic.
Y'all some hater. Boy, you can tell who.
I recommend fading all of his picks. Fade every single one of them.
You can tell the people who heartbroken, who in the basement. But go ahead.
I'm happy as hell.
I ain't heartbroken, baby.
All right. So surprisingly enough, I do see that Josh and Stephon Diggs ended up going down. Although that I was absolutely happy because not only did we get 2 absolute beautifully placed bombs during the Patriots game, it was literally the offense firing on all cylinders. I did want to see more than 21 points outside of those kick returns. Not really what I wanted to see based off. However, with that big playability and the fact going in on Sunday, this is the healthiest I think the Buffalo Bills have been this entire season going into the regular season right now. There's only 6 people on our injury report right now, and then all 6 of them are going to play on Sunday. This is the healthiest we have been, and specifically with the offensive line, making sure that we get that pressure. Sorry, Dolphins fans, but you're not going to be going up against our practice squad offensive line on Sunday. Fully healthy, fully ready to go. So I see Josh Allen definitely trending upward, and then Stephon Diggs. Listen, for a 3-game spurt, as far as his targets went, sort of diminished. However, this past game, it skyrocketed, and I see that continuing going on into the playoffs. He's our number 1 receiver. He makes plays. He completely ignites the offense when we need him. So I could see betting on both of these guys' stocks to trend up is always a safe bet and easy money.
All right. Well, Tyson, I'll give you all the amount of time you'd like to talk about this team. It could be 5 seconds if you'd like.
No, it's not going to be long. Mac Jones is no longer Mac Jones as of Sunday at around 5:00 p.m. No, my bad. Monday after Belichick's press conference, Mac Jones is no longer a member of the Patriots, so I can no longer speak about his stock up, step down because I don't know where he's going to go. Ramondre Stevenson, he's a nice little player, cost us a couple games this season, but at the end of the day, Mac Jones is no longer New England Patriot.
Really? You think so?
No, there is no I think. I know. I heard what Belichick said. He said this before. It's not happening. He's done. It's over.
That's very interesting. I really want to hear more about that later on the stream. And I know I was screaming about these 2 players earlier, but more in a logistic way, guys. We're not going to talk about it too much, but Garrett Wilson, he broke every single franchise record for the Jets ever as a rookie. He is the guy. He is. And also, you got to put in consideration, Garrett Wilson had 3 quarterbacks this entire season, and all 3 of them were pretty bad. And he put up over 1,100 yards and 83 catches. That man is a star as a rookie. Jets fans, we've waited a long time for a number 1 receiver, and we freaking finally have one. So, guys, please do us a gigantic favor. Scan the QR code on the screen, click the link down below in the description, and download Mojo today. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. Now, before we get into the next segment, we're going to get into all of the super chats. So, TD or Dan, which one of you guys want to start reading these bad boys?
Let's go. We're traveling from Wisconsin to Orchard Park to watch Skynet pull off an upset. Fins up. That's a lot of gas money to waste, my friend.
Hey, Griffin, you about to get your money worth. A trip of a lifetime. Skynet gonna pull it out, baby. Let's go.
Worst case scenario, just get yourself some good wings to cry over, my friend. That's all I say.
They hating on us, but it's all right.
Oh, man.
Get suicide wings because you're going to need them.
Dud Fins. TD, week 3, the Bills granted the Dud Fins their Make-A-Wish. Oh, nice. Looks like I coined a seed.
Call it what you want.
The Make-A-Wish playoff spot?
Yeah, the Make-A-Wish playoff spot.
Call it what you want. Call it what you want, but we still alive.
Yeah.
Steve Lynn with TD. Oh, come on, bro.
TD looking like a chubby Flavor Flav. Hey, man, just send me the clock, baby, because we on the clock.
Yeah.
Jets.
Yeah, get a clock.
Hey, listen, we good, y'all. Everybody know it. Dan nervous as hell. Skywalker tattoo incoming. Hey, Dan, don't lie to the people. You make sure you get
I
it,
am
too.
so confident that I will let you design it.
All right.
And I will let you and your fans design it, bro.
Yeah, and I'm going to put 2 in there. Uno.
Okay. And so after this week, Master at Work will win an Oscar for Best Director, Best Producer, and Best Adaptation of the Dud Fins getting curb stomped by 30+.
Dud Fins suck. Not only when I win an Oscar, I also have to upload a Buffalo Bills hype video, which I'm going to drop on either tomorrow if I have time, but it's going to be before the game. So I have to drop my Buffalo Bills hype video, which you guys deserve. Like I said, I'm a man of my word, and I'll get to something else later. Yeah. So
you can get a head start, Tyson, now for that Jets video for next year if you'd like. I mean,
yeah, sure.
I got some clips I can send.
Go ahead, TD.
Fins up. Jets and Pats in the basement like they should be. But for real, appreciate everything y'all do. Salute to you. We love you, man. And they're going to stay in the basement, too.
Yeah. Cool, man. Cool.
The Bills will have TD back to his comfort zone, which is looking at mock drafts with Richie. Thanks for the first round by tuna season.
Oh, I can't wait to win. This is going to be
How is TD going to look at mock drafts and they don't got no draft picks?
Shut up.
TD draft talk.
That's what I was gonna
TD
say,
draft
bro.
talk
Hey,
on Monday, baby.
Man, it's
I
gonna
don't
be
know about that one.
it's gonna be so
You know what's
glorious
the
when we
beautiful thing
win.
is heading into next season, we got the third and fourth easiest. We got the easiest schedules because we're at the bottom.
Let's go, baby. We got the Texans. We got all the last place teams. You guys are gonna be trash next year while we're on top. This is all part of the plan, baby. This is all part of the plan. Tyson and I, we're always thinking ahead. We're going for Super Bowls. What are you guys doing this year? You're both gonna lose in the playoffs.
I'm going for the Super Bowl right now.
Oh, TD more like STD. Yikes!
Oh,
Whoa!
Lord.
Yikes, bro.
Hey, yo.
No comment, I guess.
All right, that is all the super chats, guys. We appreciate all the donations, man. It really does help out the channel a lot. All you guys, I just want to say before we get deeper into the stream, the regular season was fantastic, and this is the first stream where we get to preview the playoffs. Unfortunately, your boy wished that I was here talking about a Jets game coming up this weekend, but at the same time, man, it is really exciting to continue this. What is this, year 3? And the first year on the channel. This is the first year that we have this channel running heading into the playoffs, and I just want to remind everybody how much fun stuff that we have for you guys, not only for the rest of the playoffs, but we have some off-season things in the works. We have a lot of fun things. So, guys, do us a gigantic favor. Hit that like button if you're not already. Subscribe to the channel. Tell all your family and friends about this YouTube channel. We are so freaking close to 7K subscribers.
I know, it's crazy.
Let's hit 7K.
Can we get to 7K tonight? Tonight.
I think we can.
That's
Hit
crazy,
that
man.
freaking subscribe button, man. I just want to say
we could definitely get 7,000
We're at
all the
6,926.
all the NFL fans that are not part of the AFC East, we appreciate you. The love, the hate, it all comes in the same light. And let's freaking go, baby. You guys were expecting what? A Richie and Tyson like this today? No. You would have thought, baby. Bobby Supreme.
That's just how we feel on the inside. I love it.
No. Bobby Supreme, TD, you read this. I ain't reading a Dolphins fan.
As a Dolphins fan, we first round exits. Miami got way too many injuries and defense is decimated, plus Skylar cool, but he's still developing. We'll be back next year while y'all stay home another year. Didn't all of them say that last week?
The
Dolphin fans said that last week, and we won.
Is it like TD said, the entire point of making the playoffs is to win a Super Bowl? Am I correct?
Exactly. TD? That's it. It's Super Bowl or bust. And that's it.
Gotcha.
So at the end of the day, if we don't win a Super Bowl, I know Buffalo ain't. So it don't matter.
Oh, the script's been written, brother.
Okay,
script's been written.
Yeah, it's been written for Skylar Thompson.
It's not a single penalty in 3 quarters, bro. Come on.
The next Tom Brady, Skylar Thompson.
The Bills to win.
Yeah, I clipped that. I saw that, TD. I was watching your stream earlier.
That's right. The next Tom Brady.
Yeah, he looked like Tom Brady for sure. All right, let's get into the recaps. Get this freaking shit
over. He looks like Tom Brady.
That's it for
All
the
right.
Super Chats.
Let's go to the first game. Let's get that bum game out the way. Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills versus the New England Patriots. What a game. It's a lot I got to say about it, but let's go ahead and start with you, Richie. What was your thoughts on watching those guys battle it out?
No, I mean, the Bills and the Patriots game, that was, I mean, first of all, that opening kickoff was just, it was just, obviously it happened right when we were watching the same game. Jets and Dolphins kicked off. Bills and Patriots kicked off, and I'm live watching the game, and everyone in my chat's like, yo, Richie, the Bills return a kickoff on opening kickoff. And I'm like, so caught up in our game, and I'm like, no way that actually happened. And I saw that, and it really hit home, man. I got a little emotional. I was like, that is something special, man. That doesn't happen. Like, that's just like everything aligned in that moment. But overall, that Buffalo Bills and Patriots game, it was a wild one. That's for sure. And I feel like everyone expected the Bills to win that game. The Patriots played hard. They played a lot harder than I expected, and but the Patriots eventually came out with the L. And sorry, Tyson, but Bills came out with the dub.
Hey, I gotta say this before we go to those two gentlemen, because I saw most of the game on replay, and I got to tell y'all now, the Patriots, in my opinion, actually outplayed the Buffalo Bills. Those two kick returns killed them. They actually outplayed. Well, after that first kickoff return, they barely could do anything against them. Patriots were back in the game, about to take the lead and everything. And those two kickoffs, I believe, caused the game. If it wasn't for special teams, the Patriots might have had a chance to get in the playoffs. But, I'm sorry, we're in, so it is what it is. Go ahead, Tyson. Tell us about the game.
Yeah, that's a very honest assessment on your part, TD. Yeah, obviously the two kick returns, special teams, Naheem Hines, screwed us a lot. But I will say this. that the Patriots played better than I thought. I actually thought once the kick return happened, I'm like, man, it's over with. And we're not winning the game. But Mac Jones played very well, and for the first 3 quarters, we actually had a lead in the game. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Buffalo, you ain't gonna like it. I don't care if you like it or not, man. The referees were on your side. There wasn't a single penalty called for the first 3 quarters. There was a blatantly offsides call, a whole bunch of calls that weren't called DPIs. It was the first game since 2015, which is 8 years, that the NFL has not called a penalty on any team for the first 3 quarters. The NFL has a narrative to run. It's the Damar Hamlin narrative. Like I said, prayers up to him, but no disrespect. But at the end of the day, there was no way the NFL was going to allow the Buffalo Bills to lose this game, which is why the Dolphins are screwed next week.
No.
But from a Patriots standpoint, I think the Patriots played very, very hard. They earned a lot of respect from me on that aspect. But special teams obviously just killed us. But this is probably Mac Jones's last game. Most likely, it's his last game as a New England Patriot. Respect to McDermott, man, he's a hell of a coach. Mac Jones made a lot of mistakes in that 4th quarter that took us completely out the game. But I was just wondering, where was this offensive production the entire season? They waited until the very last game to show this offense. But it doesn't change the fact that they didn't show up for the first 17 weeks of the season. So at the end of the day, there's a lot of changes that need to be made. I'm happy that we didn't make the playoffs, because now it forces Belichick to make those changes and to look inward, getting rid of a lot of dead space. And we got cap space, we got money to spend, we got a free agent quarterbacks to probably try to go get. We are the 14th pick. Then next season we'll finish in 3rd. We have an easier schedule than if we were to just waltz our way into the playoffs and get blown out this week. So there's a lot of positives. Obviously, as a Patriots fan, it doesn't feel good to have a losing season, to miss the playoffs the 2 out of the 3 years that Brady has been gone. The first, obviously, Cam Newton year, and last season we made it, but this year we had another losing record. But I do know that at the end of the day, I think this is what best, because it forces Belichick's ego to get reviewed by Robert Kraft. And I don't think, especially after the letter they sent to the season ticket holders, that this is going to be unacceptable going forward. There's no more excuses now. I can make a lot of excuses for this season, but at the end of the day, it falls at the feet of Belichick. And the way I've seen this season progressing with the teams that are at the top, even if we were halfway decent, let's see if we had a decent record, at the end of the day, I still think we would have never been on the level of a Buffalo or a Kansas City. So if this is what had to happen for this season, then I'm happy that it happened the way it did. So that's pretty much all I have to say about the Patriots. But yeah, man, congratulations to Buffalo. That's pretty much all I can say, man.
Dan, talk to us. What's your thoughts, man, on how bad y'all played?
Well, I mean, first off, when I heard Richie explain that opening kickoff, I mean, that was absolutely true. I still get chills just like thinking about it. I don't consider myself to be a very emotional person, but damn, man, like there's very few things out there that would make me tear up, and that was it, man. That was storybook. Great special teams performance. Watching Hines bring that to the damn house. Not only the first play, but later on in the game, it was absolutely wild. I'm sure that you guys have been seeing this, but there was something spiritual about it, because Josh Allen threw 3 touchdowns. Our defense had 3 interceptions, and the last time that we ran a kickoff return back for 6 was 3 years and 3 months ago. So it was absolutely crazy just to sort of bring that all like right into perspective. What Tyson said, I would have to agree. Say that you were to take those kickoffs off of the table, our offense really only accounted for about 21 points going into that. Now, who's to say that if Hines were to go down, like maybe like a 40, 50-yard gain, I'm sure that our offense would have figured it out. There's a part of me where I feel like that our offensive coordinator and team is holding a little bit back going into the playoffs as well, but there are things that we do need to figure out. I love the performance by John Brown, that one deep catch that he ended up getting up. Welcome back to the Bills, my friend. We have been desperate for a true wide receiver number 2. We thought it was going to be Davis, but he's been very inconsistent. So we just need to hit this playoffs with our offense getting back into nice complementary football. have been noticing a lot of people on Twitter, like whether or not that it's Dolphins fans or other NFL fans, saying, "Oh, like how do you feel about Josh Allen having so many turnovers?" Here's my thought process on that: is the positives completely outweigh the negatives. And the perfect example of that was those 2 bombs that he ended up throwing up. I would much rather consistent big splash plays with the occasional takeaway, as long as we have that. However, I do still feel like that he does need to be able to take what the defense gives him, but still be Josh Allen, baby. Still go on ahead and make those shots down the field and do what you can. But really, and so other than that, very happy with how the regular season turned out. But right now we're 0-0. This is an entire new season. This is an entire new game, and our competition is about to be very devout after this week. So
I want you to put that in there after this week.
After this week, our competition is about to be for real. So we got
y'all gonna be crying on Sunday. Anyway, man, listen. At the end of the day, Dan want to come with the bets. Dan want to talk about the tattoo. That's all good. But let's talk about another game that had a rough go at it. The Miami Dolphins versus the New York Jets. We want to start with Tyson and get his thoughts on that game. Talk to us, bro.
11-6 was I had all 3 games. So I had Pittsburgh on, I had the Jets game on. So I was watching all the games simultaneously, and I had a lot of eye on that Jets game. That was one of the worst offensive performances I've ever seen by two teams in my entire life. The Jets have actually a good defense. But at the end of the day, man, Skylar Thompson might be one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. Joe Flacco actually made a couple of good throws. They just could not convert in the red zone. Jason Sanders is actually who y'all have pretty much shitted on the entire season. Actually saved y'all because he hit 3 field goals to get you into the playoffs. But that offensive performance was absolutely horrendous. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. But you got into the playoffs, and that's a congratulations for the Miami Dolphins for finally making the playoffs after 6 seasons. But you guys have a playoff streak to a playoff win drought that you guys have to, and that's been 22 seasons. But as far as just the game goes, the Jets they played their asses off. You can't really fault the Jets. They went out there and played, man. Flacco looked like he played his heart out in that game, even though he couldn't put up a touchdown. But I think the Jets are headed in the right direction. You just really need a quarterback because your defense played very well, even if it was a Skylar Thompson, because you still had Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. You know what I'm saying? And from what I'm hearing, Teron Armstead's also out next week. So you guys are really screwed on that fact. So, but at the end of the day, man, I have really nothing else to say. The Dolphins snuck in. It was actually crazy because I actually thought Pittsburgh was going to sneak in, to be honest with you. But the Jets, man, I think if Mike White would have played that game, Richie, I think you guys would have won, to be honest with you. I think if Zach Wilson would have played, you guys probably could have won too. Joe Flacco is just, I don't even know why he's an NFL quarterback anymore. He did play okay. He had some nice throws, but I've noticed that the Dolphins, they knew he was so bad. Bro, there was some plays in there where they blitzed the house on his ass. Like they literally, like you knew it was coming as soon as he hit. I was like, I felt scared for Flacco. I'm like, bro, you need to, they threw everything at Flacco. But yeah, man, that's all I got for the game.
Becoming Josh Allen. Dan, what did you think about that game?
Boring. Very, very boring. I think that if, say, for example, the Jets had something to play for outside of spoiling your playoff hopes, I have a feeling that Zach Wilson would have been the starting quarterback, like right in that situation, because I think that just with his youth, he's a bit more mobile than Flacco is for sure. I think that things might have been a little bit different, but that's hypothetical, right? The Dolphins did end up winning that game. They found a way to win. I'm scared for Skylar, especially since he didn't find the end zone once in that entire game. He's going to be going up against a defense that is just about where the Jets are, about 2 or 3 teams under statistically. So I'm happy for you guys making it, but the buck stops here on Sunday, man.
All right, Richie, I'll give my take and then I'll let you finish out if that's cool. I gotta pause for a second. I'm not even gonna try to make an excuse for our offense, but I have to tell you, I watched the All 22. The Jets defense is serious and they will be serious for years to come. And I've been saying that even in the offseason, beware of the Jets defense. When I watch the All 22, this is why I'm confident in Skylar. I watched the All-22. The Jets gave him nothing. I'm sad to say them corners locked down Tyreek and Waddle. And everybody, they were holding them. They were holding, hey, that's a part of the game. And they're not going to call that in December and January.
Thank you, TD.
They were locking them down. And the thing about it, everybody keeps talking about the score with Skylar and how he didn't get a touchdown. The beautiful thing about what Skylar did in that game is not force anything. You know how many plays the Jets were trying to bait him? He pumped fake. He didn't throw it. And the Jets linebacker were like, he didn't throw it. Then he improvised, got out of the pocket, made plays. They weren't big plays because the Jets wouldn't give it up nothing big. But he made the dinks and the dunks that the defense was allowing. And it's crazy to me that y'all act like y'all don't know this game, especially you, Dan, when the same guy, Josh Allen, struggled with this same defense worse than Skylar twice. The man, Josh Allen, threw for 145 yards on them on one game. Another game, he had 0 touchdowns throwing and 2 picks. He was worse. Now, he may have had some rushing touchdowns, but that's because that's his superpower that when they take everything away, he can do. But Skylar actually was making all the right decisions. It was a hard-nosed, playoff-type fighting game. And the beautiful thing about this kid is he never broke poise. He never tried to force anything. He took what they were giving him, and sorry that wasn't much, but he did enough to help his team get down the field every time, get in field goal range, and make the kick and not overdo it. It could have been easy. Most of these veterans would have tried to have been forcing stuff, turning it over, and would have lost that game. There are a lot of quarterbacks that are veterans that are actually really good that would have lost that game trying to force stuff. The Jets had our number, and when you watch the freaking film, they had that secondary locked down. And Skylar took everything that they left after that. It's on you, Richie.
Yeah, I mean, listen, TD, I do got to say, first and foremost, the one aspect of Skylar's game that I was impressed with was his escapability from pressure. I mean, the amount of freaking times that the Jets were in.
55% pressures, Richie. More than 1 out of every 2 plays, he was pressured.
Yeah, the amount of times the pocket collapsed and the Jets were right there to sack him. And I'm like, let's go, we sacked him. And then all of a sudden I see Skylar running around and then he either throws an incompletion or something. That was frustrating me as a Jets fan. I'm like, just get the freaking guy. And then sometimes he threw up a prayer. I'm like, let's go, that's a pick. And then it just drops in the bucket. I was like, what is happening? So in that perspective, man, there were some flashes that I agree with you about the Skylar Thompson move that he didn't ever make that big mistake. And I feel like when you're a rookie quarterback, that's what they want from you. Do not make those back-breaking plays. But from the Jets' perspective, man, we went into this game with pretty much nothing to lose. And I also have to bring up this because Dan mentioned if we had something to play for, we would have a different quarterback out there. And I do want to make sure everyone is aware of this. This isn't an excuse. This is just the reality of what the Jets put on the field. We've had an injured left tackle all year in Dwayne Brown playing through a torn rotator's cuff. We've had a right tackle, George Fant, playing through an injury at his right knee injury, playing through it. And our right guard's been injured all year. Our starting left tackle, and right guard, they didn't play in this game because there's nothing to play for. But if this was a win and you're in, they would have played. So we had literal, 5th and 6th stringers out there on the offensive line, which is why it goes back to Tyson's point of I just saw the Dolphins stack the box and sending the house at Joe Flacco, because that's exactly what you do against an immobile quarterback that, like Joe Flacco, with literally a practice squad offensive line. Joe Flacco could do nothing. That also hurt the Jets in the run game. The run game was an absolute abomination from the Jets offensively perspective, not even against the Dolphins, but the last couple of weeks. Mike LaFleur has not been good calling plays, and the offensive line, man, the Dolphins defensive front just ate us. I mean, Joe Flacco had no chance. Every single time he drops back, there's someone in his face. And we're talking about freaking Joe Flacco here, guys. He's a statue. He's not someone that can make people miss and be athletic and anything, but he can get the ball out quick, which he did at some times. He was forced feeding the ball to Garrett Wilson, which we saw. Excuse me. But the one thing I will say about this game, if you're looking at it from a Jets fan perspective and something to hold on to in an optimistic light, man, I mean, we had such a historical season with these 2 freaking rookies in Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson. I mean, you hear me overhyping about them, but the reality is, man, what we saw from Sauce Gardner in that game, he was inside of Tyreek Hill's head. He was frustrating Tyreek. And you go look at the film. It's not like he's just, doing these things and it's just not there. I mean, Sauce Gardner was in Tyreek Hill. He was frustrating him, locking him down. And same with DJ Reed. I mean, what we have at the cornerback position in Sauce Gardner is legit. And Garrett Wilson as well. I mean, he was torching. He was our only offensive weapon that we had. So Joe Flacco was force-feeding the ball man coverage. He was beating Howard on pretty much every route until the ending of the game where they started clamping him up a little bit. And I came away with that game saying, yeah, I mean, we lost tough fought battle, but that dude, Sauce Gardner and Garrett Wilson, they're the freaking real deal. And it kind of feels good that the Jets finally have these stars that are rookies that we can finally, build around as playmakers on both sides of the ball. Also, the Jets didn't really have anything to play for, but I was really rooting to win this game for a lot of different reasons. It was unfortunate that we came out with the L. And if you talk about how the Dolphins won the game, the Dolphins had that last drive to get the game-winning field goal. There was a bad penalty by Quincy Williams. They called a horse collar. It would have been third down. Instead, it gives the Dolphins a 15-yard penalty, first down, and then they get into field goal range, and they eventually kick the field goal, and that's what eventually beat the New York Jets. So it's unfortunate the Jets were unable to win that game because I really wanted to finish off the season with a W, finish 8-9, have some type of optimistic, positive vibes in the locker room heading into the offseason for the New York Jets, but that's not the case. You got to give a shout out to the Dolphins defense as well. They definitely stepped up. They haven't been great this season. The Dolphins' success has been way more offensive minded, right? Mike McDaniel, you got Tua, you got Tyreek, you got all these weapons. That's been your identity, but I feel like the defense, for the Dolphins' sake of things, especially that front seven and front four.
They played good the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, Jalen Phillips is a dog. I mean, your defensive tackle Wilkins is a dog. You just took over you won the line of scrimmage basically, and our offensive line was so freaking bad in that game. It was pathetic to watch, and also you were shutting down our run. We could not run the freaking football on you, and I also feel like we were unable to stop the run against you defensively. We were really good against the pass, but against the run, you had our number there. So overall, man, I think the Jets-Dolphins rivalry is, picking up some steam. Obviously, we beat you guys early on in the season, week number 5, 40-17, and that was a fourth quarter rout with Skylar Thompson coming off the bench, not really having a whole week to prepare after taking Teddy Bridgewater out of the game early on. But I feel like the Jets and Dolphins rivalry is definitely going to really be picking up some steam. I think that's going to be a hard-fought battle every single game for the next a long freaking time, because I feel like, we know that Mike McDaniel, Robert Saleh, they know each other very well off the field. We saw that viral picture of them hugging it out at the post game. I thought that was pretty funny. But overall, man, respect to the Dolphins. Congratulations on making the playoffs. And it stings as a Jets fan because obviously we want to be in that situation. But good luck against Buffalo. If you need any advice on how to get Josh Allen's number, you know who to call. Call Robert.
But we always have his number. And the truth is, the Jets defense is better than the Bills defense. Okay. But how y'all play in the secondary, Richie, is a disaster for us. How the Bills play in the secondary in that zone is what we need, exactly what we like.
And I do want to say one more thing, TD, before we end off this conversation. I do want to say thank you and respect to you for giving the Jets secondary their dues, because I'm so sick of people on Twitter just complaining about, all they do is hold and defensive pass interference. Like, bro, if they're holding, they will get called for it. It's the NFL. They call those penalties for a reason.
I watched the film, bro. I watched the film. They were glued. They were glued to our receivers all day. They had the deep ball covered all day. And really, you just had to eat in the underneath. And Skylar did that. He never forced it. Now, the one time he almost forced it deep to Tyreek and he was covered well, he got hit and it landed in Gesicki's hand for 30 yards.
Yeah,
that was the one time he was about to force a deep ball, but it still worked out in our favor because he got hit as he threw.
That play's ridiculous. And I just want to bring up, since the Jets are obviously out of it, we're not going to be previewing the Jets game next week. I want to bring up this awesome stat that actually Sauce Gardner responded to me on Twitter, bringing up this stat, which is really cool. Shout out to my guy Sauce.
Nice.
I tweeted out a stat, and this is just how good the secondary was this season, guys. The New York Jets defense did not give up one quarterback to get 300 yards. The highest quarterback to put up the passing yards against the Jets was Joe Burrow back in week 3, which is 275. That is the most passing yards that the Jets gave up. They also only had 2 wide receivers to get 100 yards. And that was Amari Cooper in week 2 and George Pickens in week 4. Anybody else that they faced, they did not give up a single 100-yard receiver. And you got to talk about the receivers that we went up against. Stephon Diggs twice, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle twice, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. They didn't go up against bums. They went up against the best wide receivers in the NFL. So that tells you that that's something that, as a Jets fan, it's something that we can go in the offseason and say, wow, we do not need to worry about that position group. I'm very excited for the future. But that's my TED Talk about the New York Jets, guys. Good luck. You don't need to hear about me speaking about my Jets anymore because now it's about the playoffs, and we're not in the playoffs anymore. So,
and remember, the Jets are number 3 in the NFL with passing yards given up per game with 189. So this whole Skylar narrative, 9 points. Most teams score 9 points. They just got special teams or defense scored. A lot of teams they held down like that this year. And our special teams and stuff didn't do that. They're 4th in the NFL for points allowed at 18. This defense is serious, man. But at the end of the day, Buffalo, that ain't the case. We about to destroy that little raggedy zone of y'all.
And then now you made me think of one more thing, and this is the reason why we just fired our offensive coordinator. If the New York Jets put up a league average of points per game, which is 22, if our offense scored 22 points per game, which is the league average, the New York Jets would have had 11 wins and we'd be playing this weekend. That tells you why the Jets just fired their offensive coordinator. That's all. I'm just leave it at that.
Richie, don't get fooled by TD. He's gassing up the Jets, trying to make him believe they have a chance.
That defense is legit. Hold on. What was the score? Hey, Richie, what was the score in the Patriots-Jets game that ended up in a kick return?
10-3 off of punt return.
10-3. So really it was 10-3. So actually it was 3-3. It was actually 3-3 if it wasn't for that kickoff. This is what the Jets have been doing, bro.
Offense is inept, bro. You can't.
Yeah,
our offense could.
Call it what you want, but the difference is y'all were running the ball very well at that point of the season. So call it what you want. That Jets defense do this to everybody. And Dan got quiet when I threw those stats out. They did it to Josh Allen too. They held that bum to 145 yards in the game. Skylar had more than that. They held him to 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in one game. So miss me with that. Skylar didn't turn the ball over. So I'm sorry. They know the Jets defense very well has done the same thing to Josh Allen. And Josh Allen, this is what makes him good, being that bum, is the fact that he also have those legs, and that's the only thing he can do in that game. This is normal. Y'all trying to throw it out of proportion to make it, Skylar ain't nothing. Only 11 points. That ain't going to get it done.
TD.
They do this to everybody.
TD, the Jets have nothing to do with playing Buffalo next week, bro.
Bro, it has everything to do. It has everything to do with
your defense has to face Josh Allen.
It has everything to do with the comparison y'all trying to make. The comparison of Skylar Thompson.
Okay. Because
y'all believe we might have a chance with Tua, but not Skylar. No, miss me with that. We about to blow them bombs out. Y'all finna get it. Hey, but before we go into that, man, let's talk about some easy money, man, because I'm about to make some easy money betting on the Dolphins.
Oh, my God.
Disclaimer, we are not responsible for anybody that places bets on the Dolphins this week. We do not take responsibility for any lost wages.
Fade them all.
Oh, my gosh. All right, man. Let's go in easy money segment. Dan, you want to take it away?
Yeah, let's go on ahead. Let's see what the Buffalo Bills players are up right now. Let's dump it in. Oh, we have quite a bit. Right here. This is what I really, really like. This is number one, easy money, James Cook. Definitely take the over 37.5 rushing yards right now. Past 2 games, he has gone over. The more signs that he is slowly but surely being implemented into this offense, sounds like that they were just getting him ready for the playoffs. I think that a James Cook 37.5 rushing yards is absolutely easy. Let's go ahead and pick that. And then where's Josh Allen? There's my guy. There is my guy. Okay, now I am tempted to say that he is about to absolutely smash 253 pass yards. The Dolphins secondary is currently ranked 26th according to 28th, and that's according to PFF. However, I have a feeling that he's going to be flashing his legs a little bit because as TD tries to downplay oh, yeah, man, he's a bum without those legs. Well, let me tell you what, those legs are a huge part of the reason why the Buffalo Bills are 13-3 right now, baby. So I could definitely see Josh Allen completely carving up that defense with rushing yards, well over 48.5 on the rush yards for Josh Allen, too. Easy money.
So you pick 3 Bills, and then we'll pick 3 Dolphins.
3 Bills, and then one more time. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Let me see Stephon Diggs real fast. Let me see what Diggs has cooking right now. Okay, receiving yards 77.5.
Lockdown.
Reception touchdowns. Dude, I am 1,000% going for a touchdown. There is no way that Stephon Diggs does not leave that playoff game without a touchdown. I'm just going more, dude.
And also, guys, if you're not aware what the promo is for Prize Picks, they are running an amazing promo that they've been doing all year long, where if you sign up today, they will match 100% of your deposit up to $100. So whatever the money that we're talking about today, if you want to join in, you click the link down below in the description. You use promo code AFC East, and you deposit $10. They give you $10 of free money. $50 gives you $50 of free money. $75 gives you $75 of free money. $100 gives you $100 of free money. So you guys know the drill by now. We've been making a lot of money here on Prize Picks. I know a lot of you guys in the chat have been making a lot of money. You guys have been sending it up to us on Twitter. Every time we see your big winnings, we're really excited for you guys. So please make sure if you win or when you win, right, I'm going to manifest that for you. Post it on Twitter, tag us on the AFC East Roundtable or even our individual accounts, and we'll retweet you and hype you up because you guys deserve to be recognized for your big bets that you're making, man, because a lot of you guys are winning some big money, man.
I should have brought y'all a slip. My wife hit 600 last night on the NBA, and she don't know nothing about the NBA.
Oh, my God.
She lucky, though. She lucky. She hit her first Prize Picks in the NFL for $250.
So I don't think they have the update because I think the Tua got announced today that he's not playing. So all they have is a over-under for punts.
Oh, take the over on that, baby. I'm talking every single possession.
If you were smart,
we're gonna see 10 of them, baby.
Okay, if you were smart, you take the under on that.
You
because
take the over
Mike
on
McDaniel.
that all day.
Anybody who's smart knows Mike McDaniel loves going for it on 4th downs too.
Yeah, he does. It was really annoying, actually.
Well, yeah,
we stopped them. We got a punt, and then I see their freaking offense on the field. I'm like, bro, get this.
And we pick it up. But I would take the under on that.
All right, so if we put the under on that and we put $25 on this and they all hit, you win $250. You put $100 on this and it all hits, you win $1,000. And
grand.
That tells you right there you put $100 down, and I feel like this is very likely to hit, to be honest. So obviously they're going to add more Dolphins.
They'll be up tomorrow.
Probably by tomorrow. So make sure you guys download Prize Picks now if you haven't already. Use our code if you haven't signed up. You got some free money to play with. I think the best time to bet, in my opinion, is the playoffs. I feel like there's just more at stake. And I'm excited to get into Prize Picks this week because your boy's going to be making some of that money, baby. So shout out to Prize Picks.
Oh, man.
All right, before we get into the next segment, man, we got some super chats to get through.
Let's do it.
Even if Tua played, I believe is what they meant, this Sunday, did any Fins fans think Tua would have survived to the whole country? I mean, y'all help me out. Am I tripping?
Survive to the shithole country?
Whole country.
So to the whole country praying for our team. Bills by $1 billion. I love
Bills
it.
by $1 billion.
Listen,
the NFL already got that out the way with the Patriots. All the sentiments and all of that. That's already done with the Patriots. 2 return kicks, no penalties, and all of that. Now they're going to bring it back down to earth, send them home so they don't have to deal with the publicity. They're going to go ahead and nicely send them home. All right? Now, the only way that we lose this game is if pregame they pull some type of stunt and Hamlin's out there to support the team and they make that a part of pregame. We ain't got no chance.
Planned. I was
he went home.
Yeah, he's home and he's planning to be at the game and he's planning to run out.
Oh Lord.
Screwed, bro.
Done.
56-3.
They even said he might suit up.
Hey, if he suit up, Tua gotta go for sure. Tua gotta go for sure, man. But it is what it is, man. But no, in all fairness, man, it's gonna be an interesting fun game.
TD Bills talk,
cousin TD. Still room on the bandwagon. It was trash. TD Bills talk. Oh, Lord. They got me with the shirt on there.
My favorite channel.
The profile pic, they have him in the Buffalo shirt.
Well, come subscribe to TD Bills Talk because you'll hear why Buffalo trash. Honest feedback. Flock support TD brought me here from Ingraven. Salute to you. Ingraven the homie, man. Ravens YouTuber, man.
Yeah.
Tell Ingraven to unblock me on Twitter. He's
Tell
Ingraven to unblock me on Twitter.
You must have did something real bad, Tyson.
Tell Ingraven I said thank you for Lamar Jackson this year. I cannot wait to see him in green and white for the Jets this year. So appreciate that, man.
Here we go. Steelers 9-8 season over Patriots 8-9 season.
Mike Tomlin just refuses to have a losing season.
He's the most underappreciated coach
he is,
we'll
man.
see. He really
is.
You know, I got to be honest with you. What the Steelers did this year is actually impressive with the young core, especially with the quarterback change. It was impressive.
No doubt.
TD, represent my bro. You already know what time it is, baby. They scared of us, man. They know we about to get this W. Man, if we get this W, then oh my gosh.
There's no if.
It will be the biggest upset because it's Super Bowl, but it would be one of the largest, biggest upset in NFL history. Probably definitely top 3.
Dolphins were a horse collar tackle away from losing the game. Well, ain't nobody asked him to put his horse collar. I'm just saying.
Oh, you have no idea how pissed off that made me, that play, bro.
And it wasn't crazy, but it was a flag.
I'm going to swallow it. I'm not going to be that fan to start blaming the blaming. That's not me. That's why you haven't heard me.
Shout out to Tyrone Hall, became a member of the channel.
Awesome.
Salute to you, homie. AFC East loyalty.
Baby. Love it. We got a lot of new people and he's in another $1. Look at that. That's a generous fan right there. We appreciate that. Uh-oh.
No, Parks, I don't want to hear no TikTok. You get your behind in here today, and I'm gonna address you. Stop lying to these people, Parks. Stop lying to these people. Stop lying to these people. Matter of fact, you shouldn't come up because you gotta stop lying to these people. Let's go.
Hold on. Get the next one. All right, here it is.
Jet sacked Josh Allen 5 times. Skylar was sacked once. And Richie, you want to tell him why? Wasn't Skylar pretty good in that pocket avoiding pressure?
Yeah, I mean, there was at least 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times where I was celebrating a sack, and then I just see that freaking guy just run away. Got me pretty pissed. But yeah, he's definitely good at escaping pressure. Gotta give him credit for that.
Hold on 1 second, real quick, Richie. Y'all didn't allow him to do much, but do you have a different impression of him from that first game when he was unprepared?
I just feel like what he showed me was, like I said earlier, a quarterback that's not going to, like you said perfectly, he doesn't have that back-breaking mistakes that will lose you the game. He can be a game manager and not make those stupid throws and escape the pressure. And when you're a rookie quarterback, a late-round pick like he is, with the talent that he has around him, that's all you need from him, really. Because if he was a guy that was flustered and not poised and not able to, make at least some type of athletic plays, then he's not going to be able to thrive at all. So that's the one thing I will say that he has that could make him successful in this league, his escapability and his poise as a young age, for sure.
Not rattled at all, but he's 25.
His arm and stuff, that didn't really impress me.
Y'all ain't never give him an opportunity to show it, but that's all right. Buffalo will.
I'm just
Buffalo will.
He never made a throw where I'm like, but Master at home. And then he comes in and says,
you're right. I'm at home. Everybody's at home.
No fly zone, Richie. Yes, sir, baby. Sauce and DJ Reed out here. And you know what was the end of the Jets season, by the way, since we're talking about no fly zone? Tyson, you know what I'm going to bring up?
Ooh.
Revis. In our game. The end of the Jets season was the 80-yard pick six that got called back against the Patriots.
That is true.
That moment,
that play might have changed the entire trajectory of your season.
No, it really did. Because in that moment, I was like, it's happening. We're about to be 6-2. We finally beat the Patriots. Like, everything was so high. And then ever since then, and it's funny because that highlight is viral on Jeff's Twitter. Everyone always tweets it. This was the downfall. This was the play. This play's cursed. Like, it really was, man. Oh, damn it.
TD must not know playoff Josh Allen has. I mean, he has the best postseason QB stats in NFL history so far. Google it. Can't wait to watch TD cry Sunday and looking forward to master video clowning him. Listen, first of all, why are y'all lying? Josh Allen?
TD, let me get this one, bro. Get the what? Josh Allen got no best postseason. Do you know who Tom Brady is, bro? Do you know who Tom Brady is? The best quarterback stats in postseason?
And there's only one. And there's only one stat that matters in postseason.
Rings.
Super Bowl.
What's
and Josh Allen ain't got none.
All right. So historically, he has the highest QBR of any quarterback in a single postseason ever. The highest QBR ever. Next to Pat Mahomes by like 0.4 points. That's facts.
Which post?
He got the lowest.
Was that last year? That was last year, right?
Playoffs. Yeah, last
he
year.
Got the lowest Super Bowl appearances.
Well, yeah, that's obvious because he had a perfect game against the Patriots where he didn't punt, and then the next game against the Chiefs where they were going back and forth, but neither defense wanted to stop either. So that, I mean, obviously, but come on, bro, no, stop it with that.
And it don't matter. He can't win a championship. He cannot win he can't win an AFC East AFC championship, and he can't win a Super Bowl.
The only thing
that matter?
TD is right.
Game.
Hey, we about to win one Sunday. How about that?
Give TD this, bro.
And so
TD's right.
The spread.
The only stat that matters when it comes to the NFL playoffs is Super Bowls, bro. That's it. No one really cares about that.
At least get there. 13 seconds. Heads or tails, Dan? Heads or tails?
Tails.
Don't let it come down to that. Don't let it come down to that. Skylar gonna come out there and outdo Josh Allen.
Didn't they change the rule for the playoffs?
They did.
What they changed it to?
Score a touchdown on the first possession. You get a chance.
The other team still gets a chance. Yep.
Oh, they done made a Josh Allen rule. Josh Allen ain't got his own rule. Boy, they do everything to help him.
As soon as when listen, as soon as when Tom Brady got a rule for him, next year he won a Super Bowl. So I mean,
that is true.
The stars have aligned. The stars have aligned, baby.
Oh, Wonder Boy about to get whatever he want. They done changed the rule book because he can't pick the coin flip right.
Parks is coming for you, TD.
Parks better park it because he know he better stop lying to them people. Calling people out last week. He was totally wrong. Let's go. So when
Tyson,
do the Steelers...
you want to read this? It's a Steelers, not Steelers, Patriots fan. Malachi.
So when does Steelers play this? So when do the Steelers play this? We go to watch it from the couch like the Patriots. Steelers can't. I'm not really looking at the chat like that, but I don't know why Steelers fans would be talking any type of trash. To be honest with you,
are the Steelers fans talking trash?
I don't know. I don't know why they would.
I'll read this one. Mike LaFleur and Jets part ways, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Tyrex, we out here about to get an actual experienced veteran offensive coordinator to pair up with Lamar Jackson. We're going to win the AFC East, and we're about to be here, win Super Bowls. That's cool to tap into that TD energy. It's kind of cool. I'm going to start doing that more.
Lamar Jackson and DeAndre Hopkins, I heard, coming to the Jets.
Yes, sir. Sleep on it.
Still going to win 3 games. All right. Dolphins are going to turn Bills Mafia into Itch Mafia in the anniversary of the 72 Dolphins 17-0. I love it, baby. Let's go.
Appreciate you, Tyrone.
Bills haven't won a Super Bowl since the game of football was played without face masks and leather hats.
Those aren't considered Super Bowls, by the way. And AFL championships are not Super Bowls.
Yeah,
Dan, y'all will get one day in 100
Bowl.
years.
It was the number 3 Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
Hopefully, we'll have Micah Hyde back for the divisional round after our first round bye. Yeah, I mean, he may be back next year. I mean, he got a whole off season to prepare. Next year's divisional round, if y'all make it.
Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, he'll be back for the divisional.
14 TDs to 1 interception total. Finn's about to cry. All right, then why does he still lose in the playoffs? 22 soon to be 23 years without playoff win. Yeah, y'all Buffalo fans nervous. I can tell. I like when TD used dumb stats for his team, but ignore Josh Allen's stats versus Miami. Dan, tell him how Josh owns him. What happened in week 3, Dan?
1-9 against Josh Allen.
What happened in week 3?
Your hat on
what happened in week 3?
You're still hanging your hat.
What happened in week 3? See, y'all act like y'all can't be beat. That's the problem. What happened in week 3? You just said on this stream, well, y'all fail to realize we're 13-3. Who are those 3 losses? Who are those 3 losses? I just want to know, who are those 3 losses?
Over here, TD, pick me. Over here.
Oh, so the Jets, hold on. So the Jets beat y'all. Why did they beat y'all? Is that the game that Josh Allen threw 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions?
It was a fluke, bro.
And y'all want to talk about Skylar? Yeah.
It was an absolute fluke.
And we beat you too. And we beat you too.
And so are you a Dolphins fan?
Hold on, who's the third team?
If you listen to a gentleman by the name of TD Finstock tell you that they are going to the Super Bowl every year, well, you may be entitled to some financial compensation.
Well, you better not tell Buffalo that.
I've ever met in my entire life.
Well, you better not tell the Bills
I feel bad. Listen, honestly, man, here's the deal. I get playing a character online, but I feel bad for anybody that is younger or has a low IQ that actually believes what you say.
TCU
the Dolphins
Bills
are going to get destroyed.
TCU Bills.
It's going to be an absolute massacre.
TCU
Bills. Really feel bad for anybody that takes what you say and gives them hope because there is zero, none,
TCU Bills, TCU Bills, TCU Bills, and people gonna be like, "What in the heck is happening?" The worst TCU Bills.
Dude.
Hey, Dan, listen. I know, in all seriousness, all jokes aside, I know we beat y'all. I know the Jets beat y'all. Who else beat y'all?
The Vikings? 3 losses? Who beat y'all?
Oh, the Vikings beat everybody in the division. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. Which teams accounted for your 5-game losing streak? And
which teams accounted for
a fluky win against the Jets, who should have won that
game. Four of those teams.
Lucky. What are you, Dan? Don't get me started over here, Mr. Fluke.
Let's not backtrack, guys.
Come on, Dan. Don't get me involved in this.
Because all that matters is Sunday. I cannot wait until we put up.
Take that back, Dan.
Dan, you and all your crew.
Y'all will see Case Keenum by the middle of the 3rd after we.
Oh my God! Yeah, because Josh Allen gonna get benched. That's why. Because he gonna get benched.
The Buffalo Bills will not punt.
He gonna get Josh Allen gonna throw 3 picks off the back. They're gonna be like, should we put him in protocol? Something wrong. It ain't adding up.
They will not punt. The fact that you have faith in a 7th round rookie. A 7th round rookie.
They ain't gonna punt.
You are legitimately putting so much faith. And so with a 7th round rookie, right against a secondary that hasn't been healthy this entire year, but is still top 10 in the league.
I can't wait to heat light y'all up.
Still top 10 in the league. Haven't even had our full personnel.
I can't wait to heat light y'all up.
Step. Listen, this man, his average yard air attempts is going to be 4. His only hope is just going to be a check down Charlie the entire game. You better hope that yards after the catch wins you that game, because if not, then you better get some crazy broken tackles for touchdowns, because literally the Bills are scoring every single drive.
I ain't gonna lie, Dan.
Every single drive.
I legitimately, sincerely, I am nervous about you and the rest of the Bills fans' mental state after the game. I would have somebody you can call on hand. Because it's going to be the biggest letdown of all time, and y'all gonna be like, "How is this possible?" And I'm not trolling right now. I am really concerned about your well-being. So being friends with you, have somebody your support system on deck. Okay.
I just want to remind everybody that we have not got to the preview segment of the show yet, where we're gonna really get into the Dolphins versus the Bills.
Yeah, man, come on, man. Come on, cause Dan be getting me mad.
Just so you know, Richie, you got enough former Ravens players. Chill. Hey, man, we got one missing piece to the puzzle, baby. Bring him home. Sauce Carter quote tweeted Lamar today. Sauce knows the vibes. Sauce is recruiting him. Come on, baby. Let the pipe dream live. All right, Pure Fins, coin so heavy the ref can't flip Bills only to win. Pure Fins. See, man.
Get it.
Appreciate that. All right, so before we the preview segment, let's get into it. The sponsor of our preview segment is the official sportsbook sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable. If you guys want to bet on this game, the money line, the spread, you go to BETUS where the game begins, baby. BETUS, the lines are looking pretty ridiculous in favor of one particular team. So if you're a Dolphins fan like TD, and if you think that the Dolphins are going to pull off the upset, you definitely want to go put some money on the freaking Dolphins money line because it is pretty wild. You win a lot of money.
It's the largest point spread a playoff team has had over another in the history of the National Football League since betting was invented.
Listen to me, everybody. Listen to me. I tried. You gonna remember? TD tried to win you some money. Vegas is about to win so much money because everybody gonna think they're gonna pick the guaranteed Dolphins to lose. They just gonna pick to lose in their spread in their parlay. Everybody gonna have the Dolphins to lose in their parlay, and Vegas is about to have one of the biggest paydays ever. So remember that. If I were you, I don't care if you take $5. I would bet Dolphins win with other obvious wins. Dolphins win, Bengals win, and a few other, and make a lot of money. Because I am telling you now, Vegas is finna rack up on everybody adding Buffalo to win on their parlay. They are going to lose. They don't have no film. They don't understand Skylar's tendencies. They don't know anything about him. And he going to open it up this week. I'm telling y'all.
And guys, on BETUS,
I tried to help you.
Join and bet on the Dolphins money line or bet on the Bills money line or the spread. You can click the link down below in the description, and simply you make an account on BETUS. And the cool thing that the promo that they have is you don't even have to make a deposit, and you get $50 free. So, for example, it's plus 570 for the Dolphins that just win. You put $50 on there of free bets. You don't have to do anything but just click the link down below, make an account, and you get $50 of free money. And that $50 of free money, put it right on either the Bills or the Dolphins money line or alternate spread, whatever you guys want to do, and you win some money without having anything to lose. Or you have another option where they match 125% of your deposit up to $2,500. So that's really the promos on BETUS. And if you want to get into the odds, wow, the Dolphins are plus 14, and the Bills are 14-point favorites in this freaking game. Whoa.
Somebody commented in the comment section. They said that, TD, I believe you, but I want to see you I want to see your bet slip. I want to see you put money down on the Miami Dolphins. So I think I speak for everyone. TD, I want to see a measly $5. I don't want to see a measly 10. I want you see you're so confident and put $100.
Listen,
put $100 on Miami.
You'll see my bet slip. You'll see my bet slip on Friday night when we demolish Dan and his crew here on the Roundtable. You'll see it then. Don't worry about it. I will garnish my bet slip. I'm about to get paid. Y'all the ones about to lose your money. Betting on Buffalo to win. It's all fun and games now, but just like last week, didn't all three of y'all pick the Jets? It's all fun and games, but y'all about to find out the hard way. It don't matter. Let's go. You'll see.
All right, time. Here we go. This is the preview, guys.
Face off. Put them next to each other. I'll be in the backstage.
All right.
Let them face off, man.
Drum roll, please. To TD, to Dan. Should I be the mediator here? Like, what do I do?
Yeah. You be the mediator, and so in case he tries to talk over me, you just mute him.
All right, so I'm going to be the conductor of this massive debate between the Buffalo Bills. All right, here, I'm going to start it off. Ready?
In fact, Richie, let's make this like a real debate. Like, how about you really coordinate it? Like, why don't you ask us questions and stuff like that? Like, let's make this presidential.
Let's go.
Let's make this presidential, baby.
All right, here we go. We're going to start off this way, guys. Just bear with me. This is not planned. Here we go. So, this week, we got a wild card matchup, an AFC East battle. They split in the regular season. The Miami Dolphins, the big-time underdog, the 14-point underdog. Everyone's sleeping on this team. They got a third-string rookie quarterback coming out there against the heavy favorites, the beloved team that the entire league wants to go all the way to win the Super Bowl because of the tragic thing that happened the last couple of weeks ago. And that is your Buffalo Bills. This team fought back in week 3, and the Miami Dolphins got the better of them. The Miami Dolphins spanked them and beat them. And the Dolphins fans were 3-0, and they were on top of the world. We are here And then the Bills went out there after that and just kept winning and kept winning and kept winning. The rematch came back. The Bills got their revenge against the Miami Dolphins. And now here we are. The Buffalo Bills are unable to get the number 1 seed to get the bye. And we go into Wild Card Weekend with the 2nd seed Buffalo Bills coming out here to face the number 7 seed in the Miami freaking Dolphins. So, drum roll, please, everybody. We got a big-time debate coming, guys. Everyone spam the emojis in the chat. Let's go. This is big. This is big time right now. All right. So, starting off with you, TD, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here because you're the underdog. No one's picking you to win. I don't think there's anybody in the NFL world that's picking the Dolphins to win this game besides Dolphins fans. So, TD, I want to get your perspective of this. Try to give us some type of things that you haven't already said already because obviously we've talked about it. But why should, not the Dolphins fan, but why should the NFL fan look at the Dolphins in a way that they can upset the Bills? How could they do that?
Because the Miami Dolphins have the Buffalo Bills number. At the end of the day, the game always comes down to 1 or 2 simple mistakes here or there. Everybody talk about punting the ball. Oh, my gosh. The last time we played them, we only punted the ball 4 times. They actually punted the ball 5 times. Let's make sure we get that straight. That game would have been won by the Miami Dolphins too if it wasn't for Josh Allen ripping off like an 80-yard run where he broke a miracle tackle coming through the line. We get that. Those things happen. But we have their number, and we just have to go back to what we did the first game. Allow them to dink and dunk down the field. We took away the deep ball from them in the first game. We allowed them to dink and dunk down the field. They had 15 play drives. They had 40 minutes of time of possession in the game, and we only had 20, and we still won. Why? We know Josh Allen is explosive. We know he's going to score. But don't let him score in one play like you did with the Patriots. Every time he scored, it was just one big play. They were holding their own. It was just one big play. Out of nowhere, the deep ball, bam, touchdown. Don't do that, and that's what we're not going to allow. We're going to take away the deep ball, let him dink and dunk, because the one thing that if you don't know about Josh Allen, if you tell him he needs 15 plays to go down there and get in the end zone, throughout the duration of the game, you're going to get about 5 to 7 bad plays from him. And that's what he did in that first game. Wide open in the flat for the touchdown, threw it in the dirt twice in that game. Misfires, getting nervous and throwing it to the ground when the pressure comes. Make them have tons of plays. Keep it all in front of them. Let Josh Allen go on down the field, dink and dunk. And when you get to that red zone area, that's when you tighten up. They're going to score sometimes, but you're going to stop them other times. And you're going to shorten the game. And I told this to y'all last time, and y'all put it up where I predicted this exactly what we were going to do, and it's exactly what happened, and we won. Shorten the game by letting him march down the field, dink and dunk 15 plays, 10-minute drives. And he'll only get, 7 drives in the game instead of 12? And you keep the score low enough. And the one thing Buffalo always does more than us is turn the ball over more than us. They had, even in that game, last game, they had the fumble loss. We didn't. Even in that last game, they always turn the ball over to us, and you give them a whole bunch of plays, they will make the mistakes more than we do. So
all right. Time is up. You went way over your time limit, TD, but I let it slide because the underdogs, you got to get your delusion out. How are you going to win the game? This is your last game of the season upcoming. We get it. So that's why you're going to, let it all out. And I respected that. But Dan, are the Bills going to cover this spread at -14?
Since we have BETUS on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, I would put a custom spread down there for about 21 points. I think that is some easy money. You can go on and pay off your student loans with a simple $100 bet on the Buffalo Bills to knock that out. No, I mean, I was listening to TD sort of ramble on here for a second, and there was a couple of things I pointed out on my notes. Number one, first off, when he said that the Dolphins have our number, one win against Josh Allen since the longest time that I can remember. I would hardly consider that to be having our number. In fact, I think at one point, I think the city of Miami was considering naming the Dolphin Stadium Josh Allen Stadium, just from how we have dominated this entire organization for just so long. Let me tell you the difference about what happened that previous victory that we had against the Miami Dolphins was the fact that we still have not ignited our run game. The past couple of games, Devin Singletary and James Cook have arrived, which is exactly why I think the deep ball is going to be alive and well, thanks to some play action. For the longest time, our offensive coordinator just decided, hey, yeah, with James Cook, he's taking a 5.7 yards per carry, and Devin Singletary is taking a 4.6 yards per carry. But you know what? We're just going to give up on that. It's not going to be the case because we watch film. We understand why the big play, big splash play wasn't happening was because play action simply just wasn't working because we were not running the ball. That has changed. That has absolutely changed. I fully anticipate going up against this defense, which I do respect. And so I do respect. I will tell you that I respect them, especially when it comes down into pressure on the quarterback and then when it comes down into overall coverage for receivers. I do think that our running game emerging, I could easily see Singletary and easily see Cook account for at least 120 on the ground by themselves. I also see Josh Allen having an absolute huge day with his legs, completely being unpredictable. And you best believe I see a couple of splash plays there. Because while we ended up picking up John Brown, our vertical threat, absolutely speedy, still has it, still ready to go, we didn't have our true number 2 receiver going into this situation. John Brown, he gives one extra look that your defense is going to have to account for. And I really don't know any DB that you have that can keep up with him. Diggs is going to be open. Same thing with Dawson Knox. He is emerging. The players the Bills so desperately needed to emerge throughout the beginning of the season and the middle of the season, they're starting to hit their stride. And Josh Allen's full weapon display is going to be out. I have full confidence that this offense is about to completely play around with the Miami Dolphins secondary and defense as a whole. As far as the Buffalo Bills defense, easy.
No, I need to respond, Richie. I need to shortly respond. First of all, Dan's sitting here lying to the people, talking about what happened in the last game versus the Dolphins. We didn't run the ball. You rushed the ball 29 times. Stop lying to these people, Dan Mitchell.
Effectively.
29 yards. Yeah, but you ain't running the ball effectively against us. We clogged the middle. That's one thing nobody been able to do this year is run the ball up the middle on us. Richie, what you thought about that run defense?
Run defense.
Nobody's been able to run the ball on us up the middle.
Yeah, the Jets haven't been able to run the ball against anybody in the last 4 weeks. So,
all right,
but it was good. Definitely was good.
So, last thing I want to put out there, and this is all to Dolphins fans. What I want you to do is I want you to start typing out your canned responses for the next couple of weeks. What I want you to do is start typing out for next week. Oh, I can't wait for the Bengals to beat you. Then, for the following week, write down and save this. Oh, y'all are going to lose to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Save that because you're going to have to copy and paste that into the chat 2 weeks from now. And then on the third week, what I want you to say is there's no way the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to choke. Copy that and be ready to paste that in 3 weeks from now. And then after that, write down the phrase, oh, and the Bills are still trash. We got you week 3. Because that's exactly what all of your comments in the live chat are going to look like for the next weeks going into it. You are going to continuously move the goalposts after we completely embarrass this team that, frankly, does not deserve to be in the playoffs.
And guess what?
And we're going to show
Dolphin fans, go ahead and write that down. Now, Bills fans, you ain't got to write all that down. Bills fans, you ain't got to write all that down. Just write one thing down, Bills fans. Write this on a piece of paper right now. Rebuild. Write that on a piece of paper because when you lose to the Dolphins, it's going to be so embarrassing. Y'all might as well rebuild. It's that simple. Y'all going through a rebuild next offseason because you'll know then you can't win with Josh Allen because you just paid him all that money. Matter of fact, you might need to trade him in the offseason. Rebuild.
All right, I want to add some, obviously there needs to be some banter, there needs to be some fighting, it needs to be some I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. I'm going to win. No, I'm going to win. Okay, we get it.
Yeah, let's hear the analysis, boys. Let's hear the analysis.
But I want to get some, before we get from our perspective, and Tyson and I want to hear from Dan. Is there, and be honest,
Yeah.
anything about the Dolphins game and team that gets you a little nervous that they can pull off an upset. Like if there's something about their team that in the back of your mind, you could admit like, okay, the Dolphins are actually good at this. That the Bills got to be on their toes about it. Like what about the Dolphins do you think could actually, that you're scared of, if any?
So realistically speaking, it's certainly yards after the catch, right? Right now, the Buffalo Bills are 28. No, actually, we're 31st in the league as far as tackling is concerned. The only team worse than us is the Houston Texans. We miss tackles left and right. The majority of the times where offenses get the better of our defense is with yards after the catch. And when you have that speed on the outside with Waddle, who I know is still sort of nursing somewhat of an ankle injury, and then Tyreek Hill, of course, there's always a threat when you look into that. So my biggest thing that I am looking for, and the one thing that I'm sort of concerned about, is the ability for the Buffalo Bills to finish their tackles in the middle of the field. Because Skylar, he's going to be doing a lot of dink and dunks. He's going to be doing a lot of check downs, and he's going to be relying on his playmakers to extend plays for him. And then that's how they're going to put points on the board. So my biggest concern is that. And then we just need an absolute different team when it comes to tackling to go out there on Sunday, and not only against the Dolphins, but moving forward as well. That is my biggest concern with their offense. Yeah.
All right, TD, what about the Buffalo Bills are you scared of? Is it their defense? Is it Josh Allen? Is it the coaching staff? Well, what is it? Anything about the Bills that scares you?
It's the same thing every time. That bum running. That's it. That's the only thing I worry about.
I was sitting here trying to be respectful.
I gave you at least I gave you something. But the only thing I ever fear about Buffalo is that bum running, because he do it better than anybody, and he don't care. He reckless, and he actually invites it, and he wants it. So, and that's what kills us. We lost to them by 3 points 3 weeks ago. And that one play where he ran that ball up the field by 60 whatever yards was a backbreaker. It's always that run from him that get us. And I can't say, because we're not good against mobile quarterbacks. That's the only thing in our defense. We struggle against quarterbacks that can get out of the pocket and go get it. And that's the only thing. Secondary, they're going to make some plays, but we're also going to make some stops. That always happened against Buffalo. Our run game, like I said, they're gonna we ain't letting them run the ball with no running back. That ain't gonna happen. But our run game, I'm actually excited about. But that's it. That's it. I ain't scared. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Is it Mostert have an injury too?
Mostert?
Well, Mostert is out. Mostert is out, but I prefer Wilson. I prefer Wilson anyway. Mostert just went off on y'all the last game. Wilson actually averages more yards per carry. It's just that Mostert's been here longer. He plays very well, so he gets the start. So he's out. Now it's Wilson time.
Armstead's out too.
Now we don't know that. He didn't say he was out. That was wrong.
Saw a report.
I done already saw, bro. I heard the coach today. He gonna do what he always do, fight to play. It's that simple. So hopefully he play.
Let me just ask you one more time. What are you scared of about the Bills?
That bum running. You ain't gonna have me say it for him. That bum running. You ain't gonna clip me saying something positive about him,
though, because that is literally probably the most frustrating parts of playing the Bills. That you play fantastic defense on every freaking level, and then that bum just starts like dancing around, and it's like 3rd and 14. You're like, you got him. Here comes the punt. And this man picks up
45-yard rush.
Yeah, happened to us last
year. That bum, man. Y'all you understand.
Linebacker to the turf, and he gets up like, I'm just like,
I hate him more than Cole Beasley now. I promise you. I don't.
There's nothing that drives me more crazy than a quarterback like that when you play amazing defense.
But Christian Wilkins and Jalen Phillips will have something to say about it this time, because Christian Wilkins has turned on a level that I could never believe.
And that guy make sure that he doesn't kick Josh Allen in the nuts again, and then we're good.
It's the playoffs. Everything fair game. Everything. One thing
I do want to say.
The nuts.
And so I did see a super chat come in real fast. Like, we will get to it and shout it out. But my buddy Denver did just say, and this is actually an interesting stat. He said, yes, we're 31st in yards after the catch. However, we're still first with pass defended and interceptions, fumbles, tackles. So the big plays were there, but it's just yards after the catch.
But y'all
So
don't
we
pick
go
us
for
off.
it all. And so our defense is aggressive and we go for it all, but just give me a mixture of both, baby.
Y'all don't pick
So
us off though, so it's cool.
All right, so we're going to get into the super chats, and then we're going to hear from Tyson and myself about this game, get into score predictions, and then we're going to open this up to the Q&A. Dolphins suck. TD, didn't you cry during the Patriots game?
We don't live in the past. Let's go. Next question.
We don't live in the past. That was the funniest response I think that you could have like given that, to be honest with you. I like that. I respect that.
Oh shit. Look at this one.
Dan, TD.
So TD's gonna hide his bet slips like Trump hiding his taxes. TD, you are the Charles Barkley of making picks, guaranteed.
Hey, listen.
Guaranteed.
Hey, but when them taxes was released, with nothing wrong, baby. So hey, we about to win this game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Hey, so we about to win, baby. Appreciate the analogy.
Vegas is irrelevant. So are the Whales. See you Sunday, TD. I'll be sure to mention y'all on my channel after the game. Bills 35, Whales 10. He's calling you the Whales.
Don't worry, we'll see. TD, what happens if Bills press Tyreek on the wheel route and trap Waddle in the flat? What is they watch that Chargers scheme video too? We coming with a whole different game plan, baby. This Skylar Thompson. We just had a short week with the Jets where we had to run the same offense. It's about to be a totally different offense with Skylar Thompson. I know McDaniel finna cook it up, baby. Y'all gonna see total different plays and you ain't gonna be ready for it. I'm scared of the meat grabbing them 94. Hey, man, playoffs, fair game. 31st in yards at the catch, but first in havoc. Pass defended, interceptions, fumbles, tackles for losses, which you ain't get none of that on us this year. Bills are an aggressive D. That's why they miss tackles. Context. Well, you better not miss tackles against us. I know that much.
The NY Bully. This is my guy. He says, just found out that Tyson was responsible for helping expose EDP 45. As a Jets fan, I have nothing but respect for you, brother. Sports aside, we need more people to stand up like you did.
Yeah, listen, I appreciate it. You can go to obviously my channel, but you can go to Chris Hansen's channel, and I did an interview with him. You know, I don't want to speak about the situation because it's not the channel for it, but I appreciate everybody that you know, supported me through that entire situation.
Thank you, the NY Bully, for the $10 donation. And speaking of that real quick, one of my buddies who's actually a Mets YouTuber in baseball, he FaceTimed me. He's like, bro, I'm watching this YouTube video on, you know who EDP is? I was like, yeah. He's like, look who's on here. And he shows me Master at Work. I was like, what? He was like, blown away that you were covering that. It was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, good stuff.
Good job, bro, standing for something, man.
Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, and by the way, I also donated $50 to the Dolphins Cancer Fund because I made a bet with King Finland on Twitter. Whoever made the playoffs would have to whoever didn't make the playoffs between the Patriots and Dolphins would have to donate $50 to a charity of their choosing. So I donated $50 to the Dolphins Cancer Fund. I put it in the community tab. So I'm a man of my word. I paid the $50 for a good cause.
You ain't a man of nothing. You still ain't pay your bill.
I donated to cancer, bro. That's all that matters.
You know what? You owe another 50, and then we square it. I'm gonna bother you about that. Put that other 50 on there. Donate to cancer.
Josh Allen will lead the Bills past Chiefs. I think. Love the Bills Mafia from a Patriots fan.
Oh, they play the Chiefs. They play the Chiefs next preseason.
All right. Well,
we have the Patriots play the Chiefs next season on their schedule. They're on our schedule.
So to finish off the preview, Tyson, what you got in this game, man?
Yeah, listen, man, I don't see the Dolphins having a chance in hell. But I will tell you this. Bills fans, I know you might not be nervous at all. I wouldn't be either if I was in your position, but man, crazy things happen, bro, in the NFL. We've seen crazy upsets where teams didn't have a chance in hell last season. Nobody thought the Bengals would go into Kansas City and do what they did. We all remember the Super Bowl between the Patriots and Giants. There's been a lot of crazy upsets, but this would take the cake just because of Skylar Thompson. I don't think Teron Armstead's playing. Even if he does, he won't be 100%. You got Mostert, who was averaging like 5-8 yards a clip the last time you guys played him in the running game. You guys don't have him either. Your defense is obviously non-existent against Josh Allen. I just don't see how honestly you guys can win this game. Just to be honest with you, if you're Dolphins fans, at the end of the day, I see a lot of Dolphins fans celebrating this week because you guys made the playoffs. But I remember last season when the Patriots did the same thing. All I heard from Dolphins fans, "Oh, you made the playoffs just to get humiliated a week later." Well, you're in the same position because at the end of the day, as a Dolphins fan, you are in a 22 season streak of not winning a playoff game. If you were to win this game, I would have no quarrels admitting really defeat, because that would mean that your playoff win drought is over. Honestly, if you win this game, this is kind of like a Super Bowl. You probably should hang a banner just because of the odds are so much or stacked so much against you.
We will.
So if the Dolphins win this game, you guys might as well just throw a parade, because it would be one of the most massive upsets in the history of the National Football League. But this from a analytical standpoint, I just don't see how you guys can pull this off. And from another standpoint, the Bills and the narrative with Damar Hamlin, and they're obviously going to be geeked when he goes out there, and he's going to probably run out there with a damn Bills flag for all I know. That's the plan from what I heard. That's the rumor going around. So if that happens, the Bills are going to be even more hyped up for this game. But it is the playoffs. And I will tell you this, that those Dolphins players, they see what people are saying. They see that people are telling them they don't have a chance in hell. They see the point spread. And I guarantee you this, those Dolphins players are going to be hyped as hell. They're going to put everything into this game. They're not going to just lie down, bro. It's a playoff game. So I do feel like it kind of sucks, because I wanted to see Tua play in this playoff game, because I think a lot of questions surrounding him. It would have been a great story for him to prove a lot of people wrong. But obviously, health comes first. You guys would obviously stand a better chance with Tua in there. But I just don't see how you guys can pull this off, man. It's just you guys don't. There's not a single position other than maybe I don't know, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle compared to just Stephon Diggs, but they also got Dawson Knox on there. So the only way the Dolphins, I think, can win this game is to run the ball. Run the ball, because the Bills' run defense is very suspect. If you run the ball and keep Josh Allen on the sideline and keep it close at least until the fourth quarter, keep it down to a one possession or a field goal. If that fourth quarter hits, I guarantee you those Buffalo Bills butt cheeks are going to start to pucker. That sphincter is going to start puckering, and we already know what the Buffalo Bills history when it comes down to close games, especially in the playoffs, when it comes down to late fourth quarter, and the Dolphins are playing with absolutely zero pressure. That's another thing Bills fans should be scared about, is they're playing with zero pressure. They can go out there and get blown the hell out, and nobody's going to say anything. People are just going to say, well, they were just too injured. Whereas Buffalo has to be on their game, bro. You cannot bat an eye, and don't underestimate Mike McDaniel. I will guarantee you he's going to come up with some type of game plan. So I understand that. For me, obviously, I don't want the Dolphins to win, but I know Vegas, I know point spreads, and I'm telling you now, be very, very careful betting on maybe not the money line, but be very careful betting on that plus 14 point spread, because I'm telling you, man, I would not underestimate Miami under any circumstance, especially if it's a playoff game. So that's pretty much all I got. I obviously got the Bills winning. I think it's going to be a lot closer than what people believe, to be honest with you, because I think the Bills are looking at the Dolphins like, we don't really have to go out there and play our best game. But we'll see, man. That's pretty much my standpoint on it. So yeah.
Yeah, and just give my quick standpoint on it before we get to the Patreon members and the super chats, man. Listen, I'm jealous, first and foremost, because I really wanted the Bills in the first round of the playoffs. That was really, really what I wanted. But at the end of the day, man, this game is going to be a tough battle, because the Dolphins beat you once, and yes, that was a Tua, different quarterback. You got Skylar now. But, the Buffalo Bills are also – they have a Super Bowl aspiration, and that's really my biggest standpoint when you're heading into this game, man. The Dolphins, they started off the season red hot. They were as like a top 5 team in power rankings for a while. They were on a 5-game winning streak. and then they went on a 5-game losing streak, and everything started collapsing. And we all know that the Buffalo Bills, even before the season, were the type of team that people looked at as a Super Bowl or bust type of year. And I just feel like this team is going to be playing for everything. They're going to leave every single last thing out there on the field, even if it's a sloppy game that's in the fourth quarter. It's a one-possession, one-score game. I just feel like it's going to be really, really hard for this Buffalo Bills team to not find a way to win, even if it's a low-scoring, scrappy, ugly game. Say even Josh Allen struggles, I still think the Bills are going to come out with the W in this one. But I also don't think that people can – I just feel like the Dolphins are going to put up a way better fight than most people are giving him credit for. After watching what Skylar Thompson did against the Jets defense, he's a quarterback that's not going to be making the explosive timing throws like Tua has, but he's also a quarterback that can play within the structure of the offense. And, the Dolphins got a really good run game, man. I mean, Mike McDaniel, I know that the system that they're running very well because it's the offense that the Jets have been running the past 2 years. I know that Mostert's banged up, but, Wilson's a stud. And if they can really run the ball, I feel like that's going to be the X factor for the Dolphins because you don't want to put all the pressure on Skylar to throw the ball a lot. I feel like if you can establish a run and move the ball and get into the end zone and just strictly put up points, even if it's 3 points, that's still a big deal against the Bills. I think the Dolphins can keep it close. And I think if it comes down to like a one-possession game in the fourth quarter, I just can't see Josh Allen not making the big plays when he has to the most. And I just feel like the Dolphins are going to end up losing this game, but it's going to be a hard-fought, not a blowout that most people think. And, if I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm going to this playoff game with just like, what do you got to lose, man? We made the playoffs. Obviously, our quarterback is done with Tua, and it's really frustrating. And, you want to see your guy out there. But I just feel like the Dolphins fan perspective, even if you lose this game, you don't want to have a loser's mentality, and only Super Bowls really matter. But, you guys came a long way this season with your first year head coach, Mike McDaniel. Went through a shit ton of adversity with what Tua has to go through, and you're playing a freaking rookie quarterback making his playoff debut against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, who the entire NFL world's rooting for, by the way. So I don't know. That's really my preview, and I think that the Bills, it's going to be a scrappy game that the Bills are going to pull off with the W in a one-score game.
You making them nervous, Richie.
One more thing that needs to be really said about the Buffalo Bills is that you better not lose, because not only will you really piss me off, because I am invested in the Dolphins playoff win drought. If you lose this game, I actually know a lot of Bills fans in the area. I'm actually like TD. I am actually worried about y'all well-being. I'm actually afraid for the channel. I'm actually afraid for the AFC East Roundtable channel because I don't see how any Bills fans could possibly show up next week.
Oh, they run. Hey, you remember week 3?
Show up.
You remember week 4 of the AFC East Roundtable? They got missing. It was 2% here.
No, that is true, though, because Tyson brings up a point, right? The Bills are the heavy favorites, and everyone's expecting the Bills to win. But you guys got to remember, bro, this is the NFL. Anything can happen, man. Anything can happen. The Dolphins can very well upset the Bills. And I know Bills fans don't want to admit that reality, but it's true. It could happen. And I don't want you guys to, walk in there with all this optimism and then get disappointed, because that's really going to set you up. But obviously, should have confidence for a reason.
Don't worry, Richie. Don't worry. It's coming.
It would probably if that were to happen, it would be the worst. Super Bowl losses aside, 13 seconds aside, Music City Miracle aside, I think that would be the worst loss in Buffalo Bills history, in my opinion. I don't think anything could ever trump that.
Skylar.
Somewhere.
He's getting it ready for the
Somewhere in
stream.
an alternate universe, this could
All right,
happen.
well-
Fun fact: the Bills are 12-1 at home in the playoffs in their franchise history. So
Listen, I ain't entertaining
12-1.
Dan. We're gonna go out there and let our
It's
players
gonna
do
be-
the talking on the field.
it's gonna be cold, and you're gonna have Bills Mafia in the stands, drunk and loud, baby. It's gonna be a hard environment
so
to win.
There's going to be
That's
some
our
fights
preview,
breaking out in
guys.
that damn stadium.
We're about to get to the super chats, and we're going to hear from the Patreon members. Evan says, if Tua has a chance to come back if the Dolphins win this game, then does he this season?
I believe they shutting Tua down, period. I believe he's shut down this year. And then you have big questions on if they'll even invest in him next year. Tua might have played his last game in Miami. That's a possible reality. But we'll see in the offseason, because you can't. This is 3 years in a row that he hasn't been there for his team. Y'all got to understand. He done missed 4, 5, 6 games every season for the first 3 years. This
Best-
isn't just
Does
a this
Tua-
year thing.
The best
TD, does
ability is
Tua get
availability.
credit?
I agree.
What percentage do you give Tua credit for the Dolphins making the playoffs this season?
About 30%.
Okay, that's not fair.
Hyde and Crowder are back, plus Hamlin, man. Good luck. Hamlin's playing?
No, he just man.
He's gonna be there for moral support.
That's great, man.
It'll be
Yeah,
crazy as hell if he actually played the game.
Yeah, no,
Stop it. Y'all stop.
Richie, take a breath. Do I go on tangents, guys, when I don't breathe? Maybe I do. That's my thing. Sorry, Dolphins suck. I got to breathe better. There's that breath. Malachi. Dan, if y'all don't win a Super Bowl this year, y'all never will. Beat Miami and then lose to the Bengals.
Y'all got the Bengals next or the Chiefs
Who's your? It would be the
in the
Bengals.
preseason?
So Bengals or Chargers, whoever wins.
That don't
Yeah.
make sense because
No.
we play the
It's-
It
Chiefs.
goes by. It goes
It's the
by
Bengals
seeding.
or Ravens, whoever. And so it's
We
the
play-
Bengals or Ravens, whoever win that game. And so,
So,
the Chiefs are going to get the absolute lowest seed, so
They'll
they're
play
gonna-
us.
They'll no. Most
They'll
play
projections
us.
are saying
They're
it's
17.
Chiefs.
Yeah, they won't play the
Chargers.
Dolphins if the Dolphins win.
They'll play
Yeah,
us.
obviously
Yeah,
the Dolphins win.
win,
You have to
they'll
play
play
Kansas City.
you.
No, I mean,
So
we're
if
gonna
we
play
win, more
them.
likely.
We're
So
gonna
if
play
we
them.
win, then we're going to
Do-
play the Cincinnati Bengals.
No.
Do we want to get to our Super Bowl picks just real quick? Who we have in the Super Bowl?
I'm down.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. At the beginning of the season, I picked Buffalo and Tampa Bay. I know Tampa. Listen, bro, Brady in the playoffs, man. That man behind me, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, he's gonna turn up in the playoffs.
Well, that's
And
all
Dallas
I
don't
had
look
that
too
jersey
good.
up on it,
Dude,
you little
dude.
fucker.
Speaking of which, I actually got this jersey today in the mail by my boy Pistol
saw that.
213. And this is a rare jersey, bro. This jersey is gonna be worth bands in the future. You can't find this jersey colorway anywhere. It's authentic. It's on the field. Like it's crazy. I can't believe he got it from me. But as far as
the
Brady
Reebok?
goes, yeah, it's Reebok, bro. It's Reebok. And we've only worn this colorway twice in our history. You can't find this. Not maybe you can find fake ones, but not an authentic one. But as far as like my Super Bowl pick goes, I'm still sticking with it. Buffalo and Tampa Bay, and I obviously have Tampa Bay winning the Super Bowl. Obviously that pick looks crazy now, but it is the playoffs, so I think that would be a perfect Super Bowl, and I'm sticking with my Super Bowl pick from what I picked in the previous season. So, and my AFC Championship game pick is obviously I think it's going to be the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills and on a neutral field.
Yeah. And so hopefully it's in Atlanta because I'm going.
Don't book
Say
the
it's in
tickets,
Atlanta,
bro.
I'm going.
Don't book the ticket.
So really going back to that Tom Brady thing as well, like, I mean, I can almost guarantee you that man beats the Cowboys.
So
I
who's
was
your
scared.
Super Bowl picks?
Me?
Yeah.
I got the Bills and the Niners. And then I have the Bills winning.
I got something similar, Dan. I got the 49ers and the Chiefs.
Oh, you
Oh God, no!
come on, no, not again. We already saw that,
Not-
bro. We already
Everyone's
saw
sleeping
that.
on Mahomes still. I love it.
I got the Dolphins and 49ers. Purdy versus Skylar.
Jesus.
Two rookie quarterbacks in the Super Bowl is a storyline. One a 6th-round pick, the other a 7th. Storyline for the ages, baby. That's bigger than Buffalo's storyline.
Chiefs, Eagles, or Chiefs, Niners? Chiefs are coming out of the AFC. You guys just don't want
And
to.
Dolphins win, of course.
Or don't sleep on the Bengals either, man. I mean, they could definitely get back there.
The Bengals are going to be a tough matchup next week.
Yeah, they
Dan.
look good. Yeah, they
Is
look
that
good.
game? Wait, is that game going to be in Buffalo or is it going to be neutral?
It's gonna be in Buffalo.
So,
If we
so Cincinnati got screwed then.
What
They
are you
did.
talking about? They're not even gonna make it. Stop talking about future games that they needed. Buffalo Bills fans, do not book your plane tickets. You will be wasting your money. Okay? Don't buy no tickets for nothing. Y'all just wait till Monday so that y'all can use that same money for therapy sessions. That's it.
All right. Final super chat we got for now. We should get to a LLJKR season looking like 9-8 again. Worse, maybe if we don't have 8 offensive coordinator, etc. Hashtag forever Pats.
Yeah, I'm pissed because Richie got his wish in LaFleur getting fired, and we're not like, I don't know when they're going to make the move. They have to make a move. There's reports already. They already made the move. They're just not announcing it yet. They're waiting. But bro, Matt Patricia's gone, man. I can't wait because I don't know if we're going to get the thing is, if we get Bill O'Brien, that means we don't get DeAndre Hopkins. So I don't know how that's going to work out because so we got to get an offensive coordinator. I want Cliff Kingsbury, to be honest with you. That's my pick.
That's what I think, yeah.
That's who you want to, Rich, huh? Cliff Kingsbury?
No. I was going to say for the Patriots, I think that makes sense because
former Patriots quarterback too, Cliff Kingsbury. It fits perfectly. Him and Belichick like each other. He's obviously this is what people need to understand. Some men are made to be coaches, and some men are made to be coordinators. And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Wade Phillips is the perfect example. That dude cannot coach his own football team, but man, is he a hell of a coordinator. There's just some coaches out there that are just meant to just coach one side of the football. And I think Cliff Kingsbury would be great offense coordinator for the Patriots.
Yeah, but Tyson, you slept over what that comment. They said Tua to New England.
I will retire.
Why?
I'm gone.
Why?
I no, that'll never happen because of his injury history. Just that alone. And listen, I will say this: if you guys give him to us for free, we'll take him. I would rather have Tua over Mac, and that's saying a lot because that's how much I don't like Mac Jones. But I'll take Tua. But not as a starting quarterback though.
TD, is there a chance that Mike McDaniel's job is on the line if they lose this game?
It just from a general football perspective, the answer is no. But that depends on how far Stephen Ross is willing to go. Remember, he offered your boy $100 million contract for 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. So anything. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know.
I love him as a Jets offensive coordinator. That's why I'm asking. So.
Yeah, of course. But Stephen Ross, man, he wants to win. He's tired of it, man. And he say he want to do that before he leave this earth. And, bro, he wants to win now. That's why he desperately try to make some moves.
Was it after the game, after you clinched, bro? There was photos floating around of him hugging up on Mike McDaniels, bro.
You want me to send you the hug up photos of him and Flores?
No, I don't want to see that.
Okay.
All right. Andre, right now, the final super chat for now says it's going to be 33 degrees on Sunday. The Dolphins might not score. This week is the closest thing to a first-round bye. Andre is very confident in the Buffalo Bills.
Josh Allen, the one that's struggling in his own cold weather.
We got one more. Imagine Vikings versus Bills Super Bowl or Cowboys versus Bills.
Bro, I'm telling you this much. I would love the Cowboys and Bills Super Bowl. That would be such a hype Super Bowl. I'm telling you, because it's just the history and the ghosts. The Cowboys in another Super Bowl, man, that would be awesome.
I'm down for the Cowboys.
The Bills not winning this weekend. Oh my!
All right, guys, hit that like button. How many likes do we got, baby? We got 411 likes. I don't think we asked you guys once. Smash that thumbs up button, guys, please.
And subscribe. We're like 40 subscribers away from 7K.
We're so close to 7K, guys.
Yeah, we're so close to 7,000 people. Hit that. Hit it.
413 likes. This should be around 600 likes before we wrap up tonight, man.
We're 30. We're 29 subscribers short of 7K.
Let's go, baby. Running up those buttons, baby. We appreciate that. And now, without further ado, we got a lot of patient Patreon members waiting behind stage. Let's start bringing them in. We'll try to limit you guys for a minute to 2 minutes. And then I feel like this time, so we can get to everybody, I feel like it would be better if we let you guys speak and then we take you out and then we have our thoughts about what they had to say, just so we can get to everybody because we have a lot of people lined up.
Perfect.
Hello. All right, first caller.
Hello.
What up, man?
Hey. Jets fan, baby. Let them know who you represent.
I'm a Jet fan and lifelong and a month-long Dolphin hater.
There we go.
I would like to say to Dad, I want you guys to destroy them. I want you guys to destroy them. No. You don't understand how much I want you to. I want you to go 65-7 on them. 65 to 7. 65 to 7.
I'll pass it along.
Because for one, I just don't like the Dolphins fan base. I don't want to see them win a playoff game. But also just for that whole like feeling with the Mar Hamlin now coming back home, like, and all that. I just see them just destroying the Dolphins. I don't see the Dolphins even having a lick of a chance. Like just like what he said. T said, don't get your airplane tickets. I say get your airplane ticket to the Kansas City Bengals game.
Yes, sir.
Because it's all over. I don't see them winning. You guys couldn't. TD, you guys couldn't even get a touchdown against us, who was a dead team walking.
Who did you pick last week? Dolphins versus Jets. Who did you pick?
Well, I was thinking the Dolphins were going to win because we
get out of here.
We had nothing.
Oh,
we had
my
nothing.
God.
We had nothing.
Oh,
we had
my
literally
God.
nothing.
Oh,
all right,
we had
man.
literally nothing.
We appreciate you, my man. We appreciate the call. So, what are your thoughts there on what you had to say, Dan? He's obviously rooting for the Bills heavy from a Jets fan.
Yeah, I mean, I heard zero lies in that interview, rating that take. I love how the Bills playoff bandwagon is slowly but surely starting to be filled. Richie, there's a seat ready for you. But
makes
yeah,
me
man.
sick that like
yeah,
really
most
does make me
definitely. I'm
sick.
excited about this game, and so I am excited about this game. And like, I mean, like realistically, like I'll go out ahead and I'll say that I was actually genuinely putting money down on this game. I'm not going to take the -14. It is the playoffs. It is divisional. I still see the Bills winning, but I think a +14. I think the game's going to be closer than what people think. I would love to see a 65-7. Trust me. I will not shut up about that if that happens. But it's a divisional, and this has been the cardiac Bills this year. They just so happen to be 13-3. So we'll see. That's my thoughts.
All right, next call. Look at this. The first two callers, JETS. We're not going anywhere, Jimmy. We still represent.
Jimmy Casket.
TD told me to come here last time, so here I am. TD, congrats on the playoffs, but have fun getting blown out. Look, TD, I know you're the optimist, but this is too much. You can't genuinely think you will win. That being said, I am still rooting for the Dolphins. I am rooting for the Dolphins because I don't want the Bills to get a ring.
Okay.
Anyway, Dan Mitchell, you have more to lose than Miami, honestly. Because if you lose to TD, TD is gonna give you like hell tomorrow, bro. And all the Dolphins fans will in the chat. Like you won't be able to like post anything or show up until like August at least, bro. It's gonna be crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
you're gonna be bombarded with emails and stuff like that. So you better not lose this game, bro.
Yeah, bro. You wouldn't see me till week 1 of next year, bro.
Hey,
yeah, bro.
And so you wouldn't see me until after the first regular season game against the Dolphins next year.
Will you take care of yourself? Take care of yourself, Dan. Okay, I'll see you later, bro.
Anyway, TD, please win. Please win.
Oh, we're gonna win. Don't worry, Jimmy. It's gonna be the biggest of all time.
Wait, what was that? Anyways. Wait. And so what was that? And so you're just like, yo, TD, like I mean, like y'all are about to get smoked, but then you're like, but TD, please win.
Yeah,
he said he don't want y'all.
I'm rooting for them. I don't think they're gonna win.
Like, where do your allegiances lie? Like,
you gotta understand.
He thinks that you guys are gonna win, but he wants you to lose. That's
as long as Buffalo don't win a Super Bowl, it's all right with everybody.
I'm not gonna run away from the truth. It's the facts.
Who is more entertaining to watch? Sad, me or TD? It's TD.
Dan Mitchell.
Every single of the week.
I don't want the Bills.
Every single day of the week.
I don't want the Bills to win a ring.
I feel you, Jimmy. I feel you.
Yeah, but you don't have to root. You can root from this week and root from the.
Jimmy, you ain't got to worry about them winning no ring
next week. I'm not gonna root for him next week, bro. Only this week.
You ain't got to worry about it, Jimmy. But listen, Jimmy. At the end of the day, thank you for coming through. All I know is, you say y'all were gonna win last week, and I told you come back and keep that same energy. Now the first thing I hear come out your mouth is, "Oh well, y'all won. Congratulations, but y'all about to get beat by Buffalo." Listen, man, the Jets will never beat us again. You lucked out the first time with an unprepared Skylar Thompson. You will never beat them again.
Let's see next year. Let's
go, Jimmy.
Let's see next year for beautiful weeks.
Jimmy, we appreciate the call, my friend. He's always here, man. This is why I love Jets fans, bro. We're out of the playoffs. We lost 6 in a row. We still represent. Let's go, baby.
I have an easy schedule next year.
Loyalty. I don't know. You see our schedule? We all got a verse.
Us in Buffalo gonna have a bad, tough schedule next year.
We have to verse the AFC West and the NFC East.
Man,
Easy.
that's gonna be a brutal schedule. Man, stop, Dan.
12
The
wins.
Eagles will beat y'all and the Cowboys.
12 wins. Yo, is this King Allen?
Hello.
Going once.
Going twice.
Going twice. All right, we're
Goodbye.
going to come back to you, my man. We got the legend, Troy.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Troy's ready for the Wild Card Weekend. Look at him.
How the hell's it going? Okay,
It's time to square off, Troy.
okay, I'm about ready to chew your ass up, TD. Give me a second. First, Tyson, you were on Rico's channel, and it was good. I watched it. It was nice. But you need to start giving the 90s Bills respect. We own the AFC. We went to 4 straight Super Bowls. We dominated that time, and that was the only other team to dominate. You did dominate the whole NFL, but we dominated the whole NFL till the Super Bowl, but we went 4 times in a row. That'll never freaking be beat, and you need to start respecting that we were a dominant team in the 90s.
We all know, we all remember you were dominant, but nobody respects a loser.
Y'all went 4 times in a
We
row.
were the AFC Championship. That ain't a loser.
Y'all
It
went
is.
4 times in a row, bro.
No. Yeah, we went 4 times in a row.
I did not know that, and y'all couldn't get one.
Yeah,
Oh,
Scott
come
Norwood missed a field goal by it. Just that much.
And then got blown out 3 in a row.
Yeah, then we started losing our football helmets. But then now, TD, I'm starting up a fund for your ass. This is not just delusional. You are bipolar. You sit there in the damn chat on your own channel, having some dignity and respect. Then you come on here and start talking all this shit like you got a chance. Come on, bro.
I watched
Pack
his
your
stream
fucking
early.
bags.
Listen,
We're putting you in the hospital.
Troy, I watched his stream today, bro. He was the same exact way. He
A
actually
little bit.
believes it.
Yeah, I watched it.
Doggone right,
A
I
little bit
believe it.
humble.
I believe
You
my
don't need
team
to
finna
try to
win.
stand up for
I
him, Tyson.
believe my
taking
team
you
finna
out.
win.
Huh? What'd
I
you say?
believe my team finna win. You better know I believe it. Y'all can think I'm
Yeah,
trolling and being
hopefully
delusional
your
all you
team's
want.
gonna win.
I
And
know
the
my team
only
about to
way
win.
you got a chance, the only way you got a
We in the
chance is
dance,
if
baby.
somebody gets hurt, like the stupid Miami Dolphins fans, which I dislike. And the reason I have such a problem with Miami is because of the fans. But when fans start saying on your channel, oh, Josh Allen, we're going to take him out and hurt him, and he's going to be out in the first quarter bullshit. That is not acceptable. We would never, ever do that. But those are the kind of fans that are on your channel. Why we all have a problem with you in Miami.
Troy. There's bad. Listen, there's fans like that in every fan base. I guarantee you, bro. There's Bills fans that say a lot of crap too.
TD right now, aren't you, Tyson? You coming to his defense.
I done seen Bills
fans.
I done seen Bills fans put some crazy stuff online this week about if Tua came back. So
I think, to be honest, all division games are fought hard. It's going to be a closer game than what the spread is. It's going to be a Bills win. We're going to definitely own the game unless something tragic happens or we totally just something explodes. The sky falls out. Skylar my ass. Skylar's getting his ass knocked down. Do you remember what we did to your quarterback?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No, Richie, you tell him what we did to your quarterback because we're about to do more than that to Skylar.
Hey, man, I'm sad that you're proud of that because you really hurt our season there, Troy.
Wait, no. We didn't take him out. I'm just saying we hurt him, but we didn't hurt him bad.
Fractured his damn ribs.
He came back 2 weeks later. 2 weeks.
I know. And then he got re-aggravated again.
We are not going to hurt no Josh Allen, but he getting benched by the second quarter.
Well, Troy, we appreciate the call.
But you need to pack your bags because we're sending you to the hospital after this one.
Troy, are we going to see you next week if for some reason the Dolphins beat
you bet, dude. I've been a Bills fan for 50-something years. You
used to lose.
I'm wearing a Doug Flutie shirt right here. Come on.
All right, Troy. We
He
You
used
appreciate
to
the
lose.
call,
let me
man.
down. I go get my Rob Johnson. Like I say, I believe in
Rob
a
Johnson.
lot of guys. I know what you guys are going through with your quarterback problem. Josh Allen's don't come around or Tom Brady's. Those are some rare Jim Kelly's, Dan Marino, all these guys are all diamonds in the rough. And how long has it been since you've had a diamond in the rough in New York or in Jersey? I'm sorry, you're not New York. What am I saying?
Hey, don't get me started, Troy.
Joe
We're
Namath?
closer to New York City than you're closer to Buffalo, okay?
Joe Namath?
Mr. Orchard Park.
Joe Namath?
We're closer to our city than you're closer to Buffalo,
All
Mr.
right,
Orchard Park
Richie.
Bills.
Hey, you enjoy watching the playoffs from home, brother.
I will.
Oh, Troy.
All right.
Dude. Wow.
this
Troy's
is
coming
why-
at me.
Bills fans are going in.
You know what, Troy?
Right now.
I'll remember that. Troy's still salty that we beat those overrated Bills. That's right, baby.
It's gonna be
Oh.
so y'all. Have
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
thought about
Dan,
the
we
fact?
beat you.
Yo,
Fluke
what
my
are your
ass.
allegiances lie? What?
Have y'all thought about the fact that it is gonna be so crazy when the Bills lose? Like when it happens, it's gonna be so wild, bro.
I don't even want to
man.
live in a nightmare.
Dan, don't let nothing come between our friendship, Dan. Do not let anything come between our friendship, Dan. Okay? Nothing's personal, bro. Take your L.
Woo, what's up?
This
What's
delusional.
up, Brown?
Bills Mafia's in the house.
I'm
Mr.
delusional.
Delusional.
The last 7 games, they won all of them. Eat it.
Yeah,
How about
but
that?
you picked the Jets.
I did, but I picked the Bills 7 weeks in a row, and you picked against them 7
Yeah,
weeks
but
in a
you
row.
picked the Jets. You were wrong.
I'm 7-1
You about to be
against
wrong
the
again.
Dolphins
Don't
like
worry.
Josh Allen was
You about to
before
go on a
this
losing
season
streak.
Yeah, it ain't happening, bro. Sorry, y'all about to get smoked.
All right,
Y'all
let
about
me
to
let
be
me give him the
standing on
floor.
my
I ain't
floor.
gonna
It's about to be over
interrupt
for the
you.
Dolphins. Y'all about to eat it hard. Y'all about to eat it like your boy 94 grabbing meats on the field. He's like Arby's. He's got the meats. Anyways, I don't want to even hear nothing about no Dolphins fans because after this week, I'm not even gonna talk junk to you next week. I'm just gonna ignore you next week because you'll be irrelevant. It don't matter. Like the Bills are about to dust y'all. And I told you yesterday on Rico's show on Buffalo Fanatics I was gonna be here, and I've been here every week except for one because I had something with my kids going on.
After the Dolphins beat you.
Actually,
After the Dolphins beat you.
no, it was the Jets game actually.
No, it was after the Dolphins. Yeah,
No,
it was for the Jets
go ahead,
game.
Look back. It was after the Jets game. I couldn't be here. I was here for the Dolphins one. I don't know how you don't remember that. I took the smoke, but you're gonna get it again, and it's not gonna be close this time. It's not gonna be close this time. And then next week we'll see somebody else. But we ain't worried about next week. We worried about y'all right now. It's a 1 week season from this point forward. That's the attitude of the Bills. For y'all, it's we can win. Yeah, if Josh gets hurt and then Diggs gets hurt, y'all got a chance. Anyways, not the point. I'd like to give prayers up for Tua Tagovailoa. You know, I hope that man is okay. DeMar Hamlin, my guy, the Jets, Breece Hall. I hope he's all right. And for master work, I don't remember any of y'all injuries, but I do have a lot of respect for Devin McCourty. So may Devin McCourty be back next year. I like him. He's my favorite Patriot, and I don't even like the Patriots at all, but I like Devin McCourty is probably the most respected player on the Patriots that I have in my heart. So we'll take that. But this game is not going to be close. Like TD said, like the last time we played the Dolphins, the back-breaking shit that Josh did was run for a 60-yard play. It was a 44-yard play.
Okay.
But, I'm sure it felt like 60. But he threw 4 touchdowns, no interceptions that game, and that's what broke your back?
Trash.
I'm sorry. That dude stepped on every crack on
and
that.
y'all won by 3 points. And you won by 3 points.
You guys won by 2 after suffocating our team. I don't want to hear nothing. No excuses. Y'all lost. Took an L, and you're going to take another one. And another one because the season's gonna be over and you can be going home. It's gonna be 33 degrees and you're gonna have to enjoy that L again. It's be like, well, we made the playoffs. Good for you. Good for you. The Bills are gonna smoke the Fins and win the Super Bowl. As a wrap, the Bills are the most well-rounded team in these playoffs.
Thought
Bills
I was delusional.
Passing and running, top 10. Bills offense, passing
Stop,
and running,
Dan.
top 10. Bills are the only team this season with 100 rushing yards every game this season. Period. Let's not be funny about this. The Bills can win this game in multiple ways, and the Dolphins have one choice to try and shorten the game. And the Patriots did that last year. Josh had 7 drives, 7 touchdowns. I want to hear none of that nonsense. And you guys aren't even top 15 in any category on defense. Y'all about to get dusted. It's about to be over. Your time is up, and it's run out. Sorry. Go home. And all this plane ticket talk you're talking about, if we win this game, when we win this game, we don't have to buy plane tickets. The game's in Buffalo. Ain't no plane tickets getting bought.
Because y'all robbed Cincinnati.
We didn't rob Cincinnati. The NFL robbed
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
you did.
We didn't do nothing. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We didn't pick
do
up.
anything.
The NFL
They should have
wanna
let the
blame
final score be
Blame
7-3.
Roger, that guy Roger, that guy's the asshole, and everybody knows it. You know it, we know it, and you know what? Let's talk about the Dolphins or the Jets getting Lamar Jackson. I hope one of y'all do, because that man will wreck your franchise too. Man's had one season with 3,000 yards or more passing. Man's a bum. Go ahead,
MVP.
MVP one time 3 years ago. Give me a fucking break.
MVP
my friend.
Trills, you're scared.
I'm not scared at all. I hope y'all get him. I hope you get him. Get him
too, man.
Go get him.
I want him.
hope you get him.
I'll take him.
I'll take him too.
Man, TF Reeking on my.
I will fight you to the death, Richie, for Lamar Jackson. I will fight you to the death for Lamar Jackson.
I'm gonna be in the booth. Bring him home. Bring home
TF Reeking on my hit list for when y'all lose, baby. I'm coming after you.
Appreciate that call, and as always, my friend, I really hope that these Bills fans show up if the upset does somehow happen, though, which is very unlikely. But we got King Allen back. I think he's ready to go now.
What up, boys?
There he is. What's up, man?
We're here to celebrate the final game of the Miami Dolphins season. Welcome to the wake, TD. Ain't no way in hell you're beating us. You about to get smoked. You gonna look like TCU out there. We ended pretty much every game. Can't even talk. We ended the Jets season by knocking out Mike White. We ended the Patriots season last week. We're gonna end your season this week.
Bro, you just show up next week.
So stop playing games. Stop lying to everybody. You're going down.
I'm tired of arguing with y'all. Just show up next week. Make sure you're here, present, and accounted for.
I've been here every week. I'll be here next week.
And what you gonna do when you lose?
He's been here every week.
And what you gonna do when you lose?
Every week.
And what you gonna do when
I
you
may
lose?
change my name, but I've been here every week.
What you gonna do when you lose?
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I bet you don't. We'll see.
All right, man. Anything else you'd like to say?
Just be ready to cry, because remember, you said that Skylar was trash not 2 weeks ago, bro.
We listen, man. At the end of the day, Skylar Thompson, the best quarterback in the division now. Let's go. Laugh all you want. This is gonna be the most glorious game. Y'all don't even know.
And the Golden Globe goes to. And the Golden Globe goes to
Josh Allen.
Lying to yourself.
Josh Allen.
Oh my gosh. All right, man. We appreciate the call. Anything else you'd like to say? See you next week celebrating a dub, right?
Yep.
Bro, this is gonna be so epic when they lose, man. It is gonna be so epic.
Appreciate the call, and as always, my friend, we got my guy Monk Bales, the Jets fans representing $100 dono. Woo!
Appreciate it, bro. We really do.
That's crazy. Thank you so much, man.
Love the stream. Would like to make a bet with TD. With the Bills-Dolphins game, since Dan's cheeks are on the line, if the Bills win, TD has to get a Bills logo tatted anywhere Dan wants. But if the Dolphins win, TD, I will buy one of your Dolphins fans a jersey.
I just promised my wife. I just promised my wife I wouldn't gamble anymore.
Oh no! Oh no! You ain't getting out of this one.
Hey, no, you're the last person to talk.
Listen, this is not between. This is between you and a guy who just donated $100, bro. So you know his money is good. You know he was going to pay up.
You got to modify. You got to modify.
He donated $500.
TD at one point.
TD, what you gonna do? It's between you and him.
Listen, we can modify it, rather than a tattoo. Rather than a tattoo, like let's think of something more attainable.
Here's the thing, TD. You've been speaking for the last 2 hours of how confident you are.
I am confident
Somebody just donated $100. Somebody just donated $100 on our channel who's donated $500 in the past and wants you to put your money where your mouth is. If you are so confident in your Miami Dolphins are pulling this massive upset when nobody else believes it, what are you willing to put on the line? Dan already was putting another tattoo on his ass cheek on the line. So what are you going to put on the line, TD?
I'm going to put the victory on the line. We're going to win.
No, oh, my. See, there it is. That's all you need to know. He is not confident.
Listen, it don't have nothing to do with that. I promised my wife I wouldn't bet anymore, man. It's that simple.
But yet you said you were going to show everybody on Friday that bet slip of you betting on the Miami Dolphins.
Listen, I was lying. How about that?
Stop lying to these people, TD.
So now you're admitting that you've been lying to these people.
Hey, listen. We're going to win this game if the NFL is fair. But we know they got to work in for Buffalo. The only way we lose, the only way we lose is if they obviously robbing us.
He is setting
He's
it up. He's setting it up. Well, Buffalo's, I just gotta say, man, I really do appreciate the donation. It means a lot to the channel, my friend. And let's go Jets, of course. Most delusional Bills fan ever. 0 Super Bowls. He's going after, I think, Troy. All right.
Who else do we have backstage?
We got 3 more people to go. One of them is our guy named TikTok Dolphins fans.
Two things.
No.
Hold on, TD. Hold on, TD. Hold on. 2 things. Dan Mitchell, I can't believe you're really sitting here and let a Dolphins fans talk to you about Super Bowl when 90% of their daddies were still diaper wetters and eating Similac. When they won
our franchise got one. That's all that matters.
Come on, baby. Woo! Are we really doing this now? Come on now. They can't even talk playoffs with you, Dan, so far, bro. This century.
Right.
Like, what are we talking about, man?
Yeah. Oh, now y'all allies, Parks? Now you're allies?
No. Back to you, TD. Secondly, TD, why are you comparing your game with the Jets to the Bills, man?
Because we got the Bills number. We got the Bills number.
TD, how you have the Bills number? How many times you beat Josh Allen?
Once this year.
So
how many times he beat us this year?
TD,
once.
How many times have Josh Allen beat you?
Listen, Parks, you said we were going to lose to the Jets.
No, TD, we already seen that you was lying when you talking about you were going to bet on the Dolphins. We already saw you was lying. Stop lying now.
Park. At the end of the day,
Park, everybody just saw how you be lying.
You the one was lying to these people last week talking about we were gonna lose to the Jets. What happened? What happened?
First of all, Skylar played better, which I already knew Mike White, he was trash. I've been telling people he was trash. That's why
Mike White ain't play. Flacco.
Mike White didn't play.
Well, Flacco, whoever, they ain't got no good quarterback. Secondly, TD, only way you win this game, man, this is the only way you win. It's not going to be because of your run game. It's not going to be because of none of that. Skylar Thompson is going to have to sit in that pocket and make throws. That's what he's going to have to do, man.
He will.
You think he can outdo Josh Allen?
No, it ain't. No, he's not going to outdo Josh Allen.
That's what he's going to have to do, T.
But he don't have to.
Your defense is not good.
Josh Allen's going to make more mistakes.
I don't know why you think your defense is good just because you played Joe Flacco good. I don't know why you think your defense is good.
Well, I didn't say that. I said they're going to get stuff, but we're going to let a lot of time run off while they're trying to, and they're going to make the mistake like they did the first time. They're going to fumble. They're going to throw the pick.
No, TD, no. You're
Parks, stop lying to these people, Parks. Stop lying to these people.
You was lying. We
just saw you was lying. People. You said we were going to lose to the Jets and our season would effectively be over. Just say you was wrong. Say you was wrong.
I just said I was wrong. I just said it.
Dan, say it a little louder.
Before I leave, Dan, please stop letting the Jets and the Dolphins fans talk Super Bowls. Please stop doing this.
Why would you let him?
He wasn't even alive.
Why you letting him talking?
Hey,
when their daddies with adolescents, please stop letting them do that, man.
Hey, man, my dad was 8 years old. Who cares?
Exactly. His daddy was still in elementary when they won the Super Bowl.
He was finger painting, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, but don't even guarantee it, though.
He was playing his face, man. Come on, man. Stop doing this.
All your Super Bowl rings, how many times did Tom Brady guarantee it the day before? 0.
Richie. I can't talk Super Bowls with you because you only have one. I'm sorry. I can't do
Guaranteeing it adds, you times it by 6. That's 6 Super Bowls right there, baby.
We get one this year. That's all that matters.
All right,
Stop lying to these people.
I'm going. That's my time. I'm exiting myself, y'all. All right, y'all. Peace and
love. We need to win this game, boy. It's gonna be on.
Oh man. All right. I don't think we've had one Dolphins fan.
Yeah, we're all the Dolphins. Listen, that's another thing too. I've noticed the chat, and I monitor the chat every week. You guys are in the playoffs, bro. I've never seen the Dolphins chat so just defeated, not really active, not really giving a damn. It's like y'all, like this is a playoff game. Y'all should be more hyped than this.
So
we are hyped.
We have 2 more callers that happen to be Dolphins fans to finish off.
Let's go. Fins 209. Talk to him.
Yo. So just because we won a Super Bowl when my grandpa was alive or whatever the case may be, doesn't mean it didn't happen. And we've been to 3 straight: 71, 72, 73, which is pretty close to the 4 that the Bills been to, right?
But we got one.
Yeah, we got 2. We lost 71, we won 72, we won 73. We undefeated in 72. Yeah, so that's pretty close to 4 last time I checked. So it doesn't mean that just it doesn't matter. It happened. It doesn't matter. It happened because it doesn't matter. It happened. Because the Patriots before Tom Brady, they don't have nothing. Before Tom Brady, they lost 2 Super Bowls. So get off my Dolphins. We've been to 3 straight.
Let's go.
How do you know?
How do I know what? How do I know what? Come on.
How do you know that he's scared? Because he's sitting there flexing on the pass because he knows he's about.
It's the truth. Because I'm not. If the Patriots don't win the Super Bowl, from now on, and 40 years from now, do you think the Patriots are going to bring up Tom Brady? Yeah, they're going to bring up Tom Brady.
40 years from now, the Patriots will still have more Super Bowls than the Miami Dolphins.
No, they won't. No, they won't. It's okay. I got some bold predictions.
Here's another fact. You sound maybe like in your early 20s, even if you're in your early 30s.
I'm 32.
You're 32. You've experienced absolutely nothing. You've experienced 0 playoff. Well, I think you probably did win a playoff in Reno, but you weren't alive to see. You weren't old enough to really,
That doesn't mean it doesn't happen. That's what I'm getting. It doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
It
didn't happen because I didn't see it.
You are right below the Detroit Lions with the longest playoff win drought.
Just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it didn't happen. It happened.
I'm talking about the past 20 years, bro. The past 2 decades.
Okay.
What have you done?
That's okay. I'm still going to stick with my team. But I got some bold predictions. I got some bold predictions right here. No, I got some bold predictions. Josh Allen is going to throw for 2 picks, and the Dolphins are going to win. And then next week, or the next time we play against the Chiefs, we'll beat the Chiefs too.
Are you going to be back here next week? Are you going to be back here next week?
I'm going to be here next week, brother. I told you I got you.
We know what time it is.
I was here last week. Master was supposed to clip me, and I was going to be clipped in this next video. Where's that at?
You're getting clipped
Still
this
waiting
week.
on that work. Still waiting on that. It's
you're
0-0 now.
This week.
He can't clip you because we got that W.
Yeah,
he can't clip us
exactly. But it's okay. Josh Allen's going to throw for 2 picks. He won't get over 250 yards. I guarantee you that. And the key for the Dolphins to win is to keep Josh Allen on the sideline because he can't do nothing if he's on the sideline. And we're going to run the ball and we're going to run it down his throats. And we're going to win. So I'll be here next week too, though. I'm going to be here next week. So
Wilson, why you acting like you don't know who that is?
First game with us, he had 130 yards. The first game with the Dolphins.
So the only way that the Dolphins win on Sunday is as if the Bills don't show up.
Well, then that might just happen.
We don't.
That might just. You're not.
I'm telling you right now, Josh Allen's gonna have 2 picks, and we're gonna run the ball down your throat, and the Dolphins are gonna win.
Bro, we needed you to hop on here because we haven't had a Dolphins fan come on here and speak like this besides TD. So we appreciate the call and good luck to your fans, bro.
All right, man.
See what TD has done to these people. See what TD has done over there at his channel.
They're entitled to financial compensation. Just call 1-800-DELUSION.
TD gets a fake tattoo on his left shoulder, has to take a photo and put on his channel. All right, you can do a fake tattoo.
That's good. Yeah, fake tattoo. That's good.
Yeah, because it washes right off, just like the Dolphins every year. They wash right off.
You had a tattoo.
Wait, what is that? What a tattoo? Oh, that's a Dolphins tattoo?
Let's go.
Is that the new logo tattoo, TD?
That's right.
Why didn't you, bro? Come on, man. Why would you get the new logo?
That's right.
Because it's a new era.
A new era of suckage. The last time the Dolphins were relevant was when they had their old logo.
I gotta wear the old logo, but you want to acknowledge the wins we had back then? Get out of here, man.
I want to give a big shout out to G Rich real quick.
I've acknowledged him.
G Rich gave us a $10 dono, and he also became a member of the channel. So thank you, G Rich. We appreciate
TD, I'm curious. Do you like the new logo better than the old one? I'm just curious. Just a question.
I like the new logo. I'm one of those people that like moving forward, innovation and stuff like that, new stuff. I like it, but there's too many. It's a lot of versions. This is the version I like.
Flacco lost on purpose, so Steelers would be out. Obviously, he has a personal endeavor against the Steelers still. Long-time Raven. So it makes sense. We gave you that win. Congrats. Didn't Patriots beat the Dolphins in the playoffs that time? LOL. What this guy?
Yeah, they don't want to acknowledge that. They like I said, they weren't old enough to even listen. The Dolphins talk about their Super Bowl, their perfect season, but I guarantee you right now, TD, you can't name me the teams in the playoffs they beat to win that Super Bowl. Give me the 3 teams they beat in the playoffs to win that 1972 perfect season.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, the Giants, and that's
Giants.
No, I don't know who we beat to get there.
So you mean to tell me?
I just know. I know we had our backup quarterback leading the troops because our starter got hurt, baby. Listen, I
just proved the point. It's been so long since they've won in the most immaculate season ever. They can't even name the teams they beat to win that Super Bowl. I guarantee this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't get into the past Dolphins. I get into my era because it's the only era that matter. I bring up 72 Dolphins because it's the only thing we got to talk about. I do not bring up the old Dolphins and what they did and all that unless I'm back against the wall.
I'm an encyclopedia, right? I can tell you every single playoff run the Patriots have had, even in our losing. So even back then when we lost to the 85 Bears, the playoff run we had when we lost to the 96 Green Bay Packers.
What about 2010, Tyson? What about 2010?
I remember that when we lost to the Jets in the divisional round. You can bring up any year, bro. I know everything.
Yes, sir. Let's go. DF forever. TD, you know I respect the heck out of you. You barely look at the camera with a straight face and say Miami will beat Buffalo and win a Super Bowl. Respect the 4 of yous.
I can barely look at the camera with a straight face. Bro, we are going to beat the Buffalo Bills. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do.
Do that again.
We are going to beat the Buffalo Bills this weekend on Sunday, and we are going to the Super Bowl. I mean, gosh, I don't have to. We're gonna beat the Bills. We finna dog them. Man, have some faith.
Oh, that's great.
Y'all see
Buckfields with another donation, bro. We appreciate you big time. TD right now looks like a DG in the Miami clubs in South Beach. Dolphins fans, stop lying to the people. Bills 49, Dolphins 15. Skylar's going to go so trash. Glennon's going to be playing by the third quarter.
Well, Glennon going to beat you.
Buckfields, we appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we have one final call to get through, and shout out DF Forever joining the membership program. Let's freaking go, baby. We appreciate that. All right, so this man kindly asked in the private chat if he can be last. He's asked to be last before. He represents the Dolphins. I'm sure you guys know who he is.
Absolutely.
Thomas.
Well. Here we are. Dan, how are you doing tonight?
What's up, Grogu?
I'm doing great, Thomas. How about you?
Master at work, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing amazing.
Richie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. I love that shirt, Grogu.
Oh, yeah, man. Throw out the love. Man, I've been sitting here for the last 3 hours listening to all this bullshit. But I want to say first, Master, I heard you say something earlier today, and it's exactly what I was thinking. I want to say to you, Dan, I am thankful, and I am glad that Hamlin is good. That's great. But, geez, do not let this be the narrative for y'all winning the Super Bowl. That better not be the narrative. I don't want to see the bull that we've seen before. Oh, Houston got flooded. Astros win the World Series. Oh, Katrina. Saints win the Super Bowl. 9/11. Patriots win the Super Bowl. Okay, that's not in New York, but Patriots.
Which the Jets won that year.
Oh yeah. Well, we had to let you win. You know, we had to give you something. So when I say this, I want you to understand, as a Miami fan, we are going to be the Georgia to your TCU.
TCU Bills.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, we don't care what happened. It was sad, and we're glad you're okay, but we're not going to get our foot off your throat at the end of this week. We're not going to take pity because that's how we feel. I'm tired of this narrative that just because a guy almost died, that we should take pity. Now, before out of context, before you think I'm insensitive, I've been there. I'm a veteran, and I almost died last year when I lost my house, my car, and my mother in a flash flood. And I don't want no sympathy. Don't want none of it. But I didn't get to take a mental break. The next day, I had to set up funeral arrangements. The next day after that, I had to talk to FEMA. The next day after that, I had to go talk to my family. And then the next week, I had to go back to work because I don't have that kind of money. So it's been kind of a personal issue. And if you wonder why I wasn't there last week on this channel, it's because that's what I wanted to say. Play ball. Shit happens. Play ball. Even Hamlin, which I have most respect, when he woke up, did we win? Respect. Respect. He knew what happened to him. Maybe not at first, but the first thing he asked is, did we win? He wanted them to play. So that's why I wanted to win last, because I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that. I look forward to next week's game. I hope we blow out. I hope we ball out. I hope we win. And this streak. But I want to say much love to Hamlin. Much love to you, Dan. Much love to you, Master, Richie, and TD. I love y'all.
Salute, man.
Love
Sorry
you too,
about
Tom.
that.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And don't kick me because I don't have you on YouTube, so I'll just listen in.
My
I
man.
think you mean backstage.
Wait,
that.
what do you mean by that?
Don't kick him out of backstage. I think that's what he said.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got you, Thomas. We appreciate that, my man. We do appreciate that. So that was the final caller, and that's going to wrap up. I don't think we have any more super chats to get through, right? No, we do not. So that's it, man. What's our final thoughts heading into Wildcard Weekend? Finish it off, man. Dan?
Yeah.
this is you guys. Tyson and I, we don't get to say shit.
Yeah. Most definitely.
I mean, Tyson can cling on to his boy behind him, a little buddy.
People say that the Patriots aren't in the playoffs. I disagree. We play Monday night, baby. And another thing too, like I said, listen, man. First of all, me personally, I want to thank everybody for watching AFC East Roundtable. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for all the super chats. You've made us grow so much this season. It's absolutely crazy that we're almost at 7K and everything that's happened for all our individual channels too. And like I said, I try to put out as much content on this channel as I can. Just because, I make a lot of Dolphins videos. But listen, if the Bills somehow mess this up within this playoffs, the Bills are going to get the smoke too, just like the Jets got the smoke this season. So I'm not being biased with my content. It's just that the people just love my Dolphins hate videos, and I will be posting a Bills hype video, like I said, before the game. So it'll probably be either tomorrow or Friday. So watch out for that. So anybody that's that knows my hype videos knows that I go all out. And I will say this: if the Dolphins somehow were to pull this crazy upset off, I will also be a man of my word, and I would have no choice but to make a Dolphins hype video. So, and honestly, if the Dolphins win, if the playoff drought is over, I really don't have nothing else to really say anything to the Dolphins besides they haven't won a Super Bowl in so long. But if it comes down to the Dolphins and Chiefs, I hate the Chiefs, man. I would honestly probably be that. That'd probably be the only game I'll ever root for the Dolphins to win. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say.
You hear that, Dan? You hear that, Dan? We already talking Dolphins Chiefs, baby. Get ready.
All right, Dan. After that nonsense, please blow the bums out. Hey, man. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, man. I really don't. I don't see it.
Dude, I haven't seen a blowout like since the Titans game, and my blood pressure can't handle it. I need a blowout. Like, just one more.
Blood pressure. You feel your blood pressure rising throughout the Bills game, then?
Yeah, man. My anxiety this entire season has just been absolutely through the roof. Like, yes, we're 13-3, but I've aged like 10 years. Easy.
Ooh, boy, you about to be 80 on Sunday.
As far as my final thoughts, I do sort of want to echo what Tyson said. This is crazy. Like, this is actually the last episode of the regular season, right? Like, we're wrapping the regular season up. It's over with, and it's crazy, man. I mean, I feel like it was yesterday when we started this channel. Like, I think it was when Tyson reached out to all of us, and he was just like, "Yo, let's start a show." And fast forward 3 years now, we're like just scraping 7,000 subscribers. Have like a loyal audience that tunes in every single week just to hear four random dudes talk about their favorite teams. It's humbling. It's awesome. And we have so much in plan for you, like during this off season. Definitely a lot of like congratulatory Bills Super Bowl win videos, like definitely like from March to June. But we're very, very excited for all of that. As far as the game,
little fucker.
As far as the game, I think that it's going to be cool. I definitely think that the Bills are a better team, especially with all things considered to what team is showing up in Buffalo. With Miami, they're riddled with injuries. There's no excuse, and the Buffalo Bills need to take care of business. I fully anticipate them to, but yeah, we'll go from there. Let's go Bills, and it's the first step to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's get it.
All right, well, my final thoughts is, this is the last time you'll hear me talking about with the Jets regular season. I guess, the next thing we'll be talking about with the Jets on this channel is who we're bringing in for the new offensive coordinator. So, yeah, if you guys want, I might be live for the game. If you want to see my live reaction to it, I might be doing that. You guys know where to find me. But I would also appreciate you guys. Obviously, I have a YouTube channel, Jets Media, and you guys want to hear about the Jets. But I also have another YouTube channel that you guys are not familiar with that I kind of want to plug in real quick that I plugged before. It's called Touchdown Kingdom, and it's all about the NFL. And I'm really going to put a lot of effort into it this offseason. You're going to come out with a lot of draft content, a lot of mock drafts, a lot of Senior Bowl stuff, free agency, a lot of deep stuff in terms of the NFL draft that I'm really excited about. And that's called Touchdown Kingdoms. If you guys want to check that out, that's my other NFL YouTube channel. But when it comes to this YouTube channel, man, how far we've came is so unbelievable, and it's so humbling to be here with you guys. Another regular season of the Jets in the books. Next time, the Jets will be in the damn freaking playoffs, okay? I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of all this nonsense. All right, with that being said, man, it's all love here. Good luck to the Bills. Good luck to the Dolphins. I'm super excited for this weekend of the NFL playoffs, and we'll see who comes out on top, baby. And all I'll say is, Bills fans, you guys better not lose this game, bro.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us this season, man. We almost at 7,000 in less than 5 months. It's insane. It's insane. I know we'll gather more in the off season, but thank everybody who watches this channel. Thank everybody who supports this channel. The growth is just crazy. We couldn't have expected this. And you've definitely made it a blessing for all four of us guys to be able to do this every Wednesday and some Friday nights. Guys, I just want to say, man, heck of a season for all of our teams. We all made it competitive for the entire season except the last week. Richie was out, but hey, Richie, I was relevant in week 17. 18 it wasn't, but it's all good. But this is the most competitive the AFC. This is the most competitive the AFC East has been in like 20 years. It's just crazy, man. So hopefully all of our teams can continue to get better as we battle it out. And above all, last thing I want to say is I know we all bicker and go back and forth, but trust me, at the end of the day, the DeMar Hamlin situation, Tua situation, and all that showed everybody that it's bigger than football. And at the end of the day, we have healthy debate, but humanity rises above all of that. So love you guys. Appreciate y'all. Josh Allen is trash and going to lose this weekend. I'm going to get that out one more time before they actually lose.
Peace out, guys.
Peace. We are out.
See you Friday.